Are you ready for the second quiz night? This is OverTake.gg quiz night number 2. Many difficult questions, only one right answer. Come and play with us. Exclamation mark, Discord in the chat. Here we go. Hello everybody! It's time for the second quiz night. And gladly, I don't have to do this on my own. Here are René and Marvin.
Hey there. What's up?
Oh, I still have to switch the scene. Here we are.
Classic.
Hey guys. And some music. Alrighty. Now everything is running. How are you guys doing?
All good. I mean, today I'm more prepared, so I got my own Pokemon cup. Hoping that gives a bit of good luck.
For all the difficult Pokemon questions coming up.
Wait, there are no Pokemon questions in this.
No, I don't think so. Have you guys read the title of the video? Of the stream?
GT7 F1 and Assetto Corsa quiz night. Ooh. I mean,
Maybe
all
that's
the
a
F1
hint.
Questions probably let us stumble once again.
Alrighty. Already some people in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
No comment about my style today, René?
What was your style today?
Yeah, my style. I searched in my closet, being like for the most outrageous shirt. And since you like the Christmas sweater so much.
Yeah, you succeed, Marvin. You absolutely did. Maybe one day we will not give out any Steam gift cards just to ensure that you can buy a genius sweater.
We're gonna give out Marvin shirts for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marvin should.
The SpongeBob ones.
Look, that's the official polo shirt from WC The Game that we were wearing during the Esports WC Championship. And I thought, since I think this is the last year of Big Ben and Nacon doing the WC games, right? Because afterwards will be EA and Codemasters.
Yeah.
So I thought, hey, why not wearing this again? Would be sad to always have that in the closet, never using it.
Nice flex, yeah. I've unfortunately not worked any esports events yet, so you know.
Yeah, and looking at your sweater, we know the reason, man.
Ashley's saying if Joe's hosting, the answer is Moin. Yes, that's true.
Wait, is there a question where the answer is just Moin?
No, it's something I say a lot in my streams. And Ashley doesn't understand German as far as I know, but she, I don't know, Ashley, unisex name, is watching all of my streams. Or most of them. All the streams here as well. So regular. And I'm saying moin to everybody because that's the most casual way of saying hello in German. Moin.
Is it?
Yeah.
Would you say so, yeah?
Tag? But I never use that though.
Is Tag really more casual than moin?
Yeah, and Ashley definitely is crew chief. We all know that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Only crew chief or also spotter?
Always helping me out, ensuring that I can make it around the track at least once. Sometimes there's not more fuel for more than that. That's what we had to learn.
All right, are you guys ready for some difficult questions today?
Fire him.
How about some easy ones to start with? That would be...
As always, we'll have some easy questions, we will have some harder questions, and we will have questions from many different categories. And you guys out there can join us and play with us and win some Steam gift cards. And we have a lot of them. We have 30 gift cards to give out today. So join us, !Discord into the chat. Join us there and get your quiz night roll. And afterwards you are already in the raffle. You already entered the raffle.
Did you just realize that your overlay... Oh, I want to say like the overlay does not show a heart, because my heart was before Nick said hello, but it came afterwards. Pretty weird.
Just take some time.
I thought there's no love to be spread today. Would have been harsh. I'm ready. I got my phone here. I should have taken a pad or something, but never mind. Let's do this.
The bot is functioning. Yes.
Well, I want to know, Joe. Like, you did the first quiz night, right?
Yeah.
And we did well. Horribly failed during the F1 times. So
No, it was okay. It was okay.
Did you sit at home and thought like, I really want to make sure that this time we go into Formula 1 70s or something?
No.
Because I know exactly that Marvin and Renee have no clue.
I think the F1 questions are going to be more easy for you guys this time around. There are F1 questions and they're about the past, but they're easier, I guess.
First question will be, who should have won the F1 Championship 2021? And then we sit here like,
God.
Aye.
That's how we start the evening.
That's a hard question.
Luca will jump on in.
Who was at fault at Silverstone 2021? Verstappen or Hamilton?
It's always Hamilton.
Yikes.
You could fill the show only with that discussion.
True that. We could have like 3 hours of stream of discussing F1 Championship crashes.
We could do that. Maybe we need some F1 only show sometime. Where we only have F1 questions.
With the best quotes out of Netflix Drive to Survive. Is that an option?
All 2 of them.
But Daddy, that's your dream.
What?
Haven't you seen it? Drive to
I
Survive?
watched all of it, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's episode 2 or 3 where Christian Horner's at home with his kids.
Ah, yeah. Do you wish for
terribly staged
Verstappen
one, yeah.
to win or become a champion? And she's
Yeah,
like,
but Daddy, that's your dream. No, Drive to Survive is not staged at all. Come on, guys. 100% real. That's something that kids say.
They do. If it would have staged, she would have said, yeah, Verstappen should win. He's the best. They didn't.
Yeah, because she has 2 tattoos of him. It's a Christian Horner family. The kids are tattooed Verstappen after the first World Championship.
pretty sure that
They had
seems
to.
illegal.
They had to.
pretty sure that's not the case.
No? Okay.
No,
Okay,
no.
oh my god. You seem so serious. I was like,
Yeah, it's like,
oh my god.
what about googling this now?
It was clearly a joke. Come on, guys.
You never know. Nowadays, you never know.
Good evening, Killian. Moin, moin.
It's called Kill Ian.
Kill
That's how I
Ian.
call him. Kill
Oh,
Ian.
no.
I know it's obviously set Killian,
Killian.
but I like Kill Ian.
Kill Ian is also good, yeah.
I think that's an awesome name.
Sorry to all Ians out there getting killed tonight.
Getting killed by Kill. That's how it goes. That's just how it goes. We need to get everyone in. Where's everyone from our Discord? Guys, get your entire family on this. There's Steam gift cards to win and to embarrass Marvin and me.
Yeah.
So that's like once in a month opportunity.
Do you have your father on the line yet, Renee, or will you join later on?
Let's hope my dad is not joining. Otherwise,
Oh,
we'll
he
once
will.
again be on the receiving end of everything that's bad.
Disavowing you once again.
Hey, but maybe next time Marvin will be the quizmaster. He offered
Yeah,
himself.
maybe.
He wants to
Maybe
do
next
it
time my
next
dad wants to
time.
come in.
Because he thought normally the one with the talkative outfit is the quizmaster, right? Or he's like the showmaster. So it makes sense.
Marvin
We
would
do
be
things
a
differently around
wonderful host. He already has
have
the
no idea.
outfits, yeah, true. He's like Gottschalk.
You don't know, and the great thing is you don't know what I still have in my closet. I wouldn't come out like guns blazing with the most outrageous thing, even though I said it. You know, there's like my closet is pretty deep. You know what I mean?
All right.
I would love
Let's
to
see.
see that. So if you are hosting the next quiz night, you have to wear something really crazy. I want
I
to see
will.
that.
I'll make that.
I thought about buying this. There's a Pokemon full suit, and I thought buying that for Nitro Nights, but I thought probably people will not allow me to.
Oh, why not? Pokemon
would
is
be great,
popular.
right?
And it's so
still
old that
popular.
even the older generation now loves it. You're the best example, René.
It's the undercover diss, yes.
It's the what?
The undercover diss. But now then he made it a full burn by saying
Yeah.
it's for you, Renee.
Yeah, for the older people.
Yeah, I grew up with Pokemon as well, so that's okay.
That's fine. I went to the KDV in Berlin last time when we did Nitro Nights to get like you need to see it like this, and that's why OverTake is so cool. So if you didn't watch the last Nitro Nights, we had LPN05, so Lucas, and Valerio Gallo, one of the world champion in Gran Turismo Sport, in our studio in Berlin. And afterwards I thought, hey, I would like to go to the KDV, that's a shopping mall in Berlin, as they have like a Pokemon part, right? I wanted to see stuff, and I wanted to buy stuff. And I was like, but I don't want to go alone. So I thought I was too shy to just say I want to get something from Pokemon, right? Because I'm a grown-up man, 34 years old. So I just went to Lucas and was like, Lucas, do you want to go to the KDV? And he's like, yeah, I'm bored anyway tonight. Yeah, what do you want there? So he was a bit bored, like even in answering. And I'm like, they have a Pokemon part? And he's like, yeah, man, let's go. Valerio heard that in the background, so the GT Sport Pro, and he was like, Pokemon, I'm in. So we all three ended up in the Pokemon part of the KDV, running around like kids, showing each other like different items, and we all bought something. Just saying.
Oh, that's great.
And I thought you were going to see the Formula E car that's standing there.
Yeah.
We didn't saw that.
You didn't saw that?
Oh, Pokemon, no. So,
I think it's
like,
the
look,
Porsche one.
Lucas is in here. Yeah.
Hey,
Man,
there he is.
That was the best decision.
What did Lucas buy?
Wait, so Valerio got a Plushy Pikachu. I got
Nice.
a Plushy Blastoise, so Shiggy in German. And Lucas
A
brought,
cheeky Squirtle.
I think,
What
Squirtle. Yeah,
Blastoise?
true, Squirtle. Yeah. Blastoise is the evolution. We
Know
too
my
much
stuff.
detail now on Pokemon. What did Lucas buy? I
And
think he
that
bought
was
a
the
cup.
first question of the quiz. What's
I
the
bought a cup. I
name?
mean, I bought this cup, so now we know that. Like, that's a Pokeball cup. So I bought this one.
Nice.
LPN posted it on Instagram. I would have to check Instagram now to figure out what he bought.
Alrighty, party people, are you ready for the
Let's
quiz?
start it.
I was born ready.
And all you guys out there in the chat, exclamation mark Discord is the thing you have to type.
The figurine! Ah, he bought a figurine. There we go. And I wanted to say that, and I thought, no one did that. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's go.
exclamation mark Discord is the thing you can type into the chat to enter our raffles, because we will give out some Steam gift cards. Join us there on Discord, get your role for the quiz night, and then you're automatically entered for the raffles.
But Renee, I wonder one thing. After you get ratioed today by me, 300-point difference by me, how are you gonna feel when I'm the quizmaster next time and you can't even get redemption? That's the thing I want to know.
Wow.
I'll just make sure that I win tonight, and then we can always say you went quizmaster because you just realized that you do not have the knowledge about sim racing and motorsport to actually be among the participants.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
I'll remember that.
Shots are fired.
I remember that when I do the questions. That's for sure.
All right.
What's the first Champion Joe video?
There you guys can see your progression bar. We're at 0 points at the moment. Just ignore the dollar signs. It's still the best solution we got. You're at 0 points, and the first raffle will be unlocked at 250 points. And this is Quiz Night 2. We are back.
The Empire Strikes Back.
Yes. So everybody of you is locked in?
Yep.
Nice.
I mean, I see still. Oh, I see the smileys and stuff.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Now it's good. Something happens.
Here are the categories for tonight. Some are already spoiled, but there are 2 left open, which you don't know about yet. So our first category today will be... Oh. I have to press. Assetto Corsa. So the first category, Assetto Corsa. Do you feel confident, Assetto Corsa? Have you played a lot? It's only Assetto Corsa, not Competizione.
I just want to ask that because I played a ton of Competizione, but only a bit of Assetto Corsa.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Is there an advantage for Marvin or not?
I've seen like lots of screenshots from you, so that'll probably prepare me for at least one question.
I worked for a competitor at the time of Assetto Corsa. It's not fair.
At least you got a nice sweater then, or a nice t-shirt.
I didn't meant that one. Okay.
All right. Second one.
Can we hear all the categories today first?
Yeah. Second one is F1 of the 2010s. That's the second category. So we're more recent, I would say, than last time around.
You know, I almost thought about that being like, because you mentioned it in the last quiz night, being like, oh, you know, I didn't watch in the obviously I didn't watch in the 80s and in the 70s and stuff. So I was like, maybe he doesn't go backwards, but he goes forward. You know.
Yeah, that's clever,
maybe
isn't
I'm
it?
prepared. Who knows?
Oh, you are prepared. Have you studied some?
Maybe. Oh. You know, we'll see.
All right. Third category is Gran Turismo 7. Definitely a game both of you played a lot in the last couple of weeks, so you should be better prepared than I was when searching for the questions, but I wanted to give you something back after the F1 and Assetto Corsa thing, two of my specialties.
That's nice of you.
You're welcome. Third category, Overtake Trivia.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Wait. Who's the longest part of Overtake? You, Joe, right?
No, me.
Marvin is longer at Overtake than I am.
Since creation, yeah.
Since creation. Ah, damn. I'm just running towards my 1-year anniversary. It'll be hard then.
For me, it's now not even 2 years. 1.5,
Are you sure
maybe.
about that?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
October 2020, I started working on Overtake.
1 year feels like 5 with you, Joe.
So this is not really something explicit about racing or racing games, but some trivia about the channel should be fine. You guys know your way around on the channel, do you?
Keep going.
And the last round is, of course, the bonus round, track knowledge, just like the last time. So that are the 5 categories for tonight. Are you guys excited?
So I'm losing the first 2. winning the next two, and third is totally random.
Just like the last time around, everything is decided in the last round. With the last
Alright.
question, that was
Alright.
so intense. Holy moly.
Holy god, yeah.
All right, let's get started. Next slide. The rules. How the game works. So, René and Marvin are playing via the app. I'm playing via the app as well, and I'm playing for you guys out there. I will be your guy out there, typing in your questions, which you can answer in the chat. We play 5 rounds with 5 questions each. We start with Assetto Corsa and then move on. The first question is for 20 points, the second for 40 points, then 60 points, 80 points, and the last one for 100 points, getting harder and harder each time, each question around. Yeah. And you guys can win Steam gift cards. René, do you want to explain again how you can enter?
How you can enter, it's pretty simple. Type !Discord in the chat to get on our Discord. So there you get the invitation link. If you're already part of our Discord community, then you're good. Good people. They did the right thing so far. Then head over there in the roles channel. Make sure that you give yourself the role for quiz night. And if you got that quiz night role, then you are part of the raffle. So every single time the community hits the goal, so 250 points, not dollars. Obviously on the overlay, if you hit those 250 points, we will raffle out the first gift cards, then the next gift cards on the next goal, and then another 15 gift cards when you actually have the maximum score. So that's something for everyone to make sure that you're in. There's a good chance for you to win. I mean, we're not million of people just yet. But
True.
maybe next quiz night already. So better get into this quiz night, because next quiz night we could already sit on 350,000 subs.
True.
I thought you were
like
saying
the confidence.
350,000 players.
That as
Live
well.
viewers.
Live viewers,
That as
and they
well.
all are
What?
in.
Next year, our quiz night will be bigger than any video of Jimmy Robin.
Sure thing. All right, let's get rolling. Are you guys ready for category number 1? Why couldn't we choose names? Are we already registered with the same names like
I
last
couldn't
time around?
change anything this time, yeah.
Me
No, I couldn't.
neither. Let's hope it just works. Okay, category number 1, Assetto Corsa. All right. I will give you some info about the first question now. Alrighty. Okay, the original Assetto Corsa is around for quite some time now. Players love the game for its versatility, the good handling, and the ever-growing library of mods. But... oh, now comes the quiz.
Oh,
part.
no.
Now I get enter your name.
Perfect. Let's enter
Great.
the quiz.
Or I can change the avatar.
Yeah, this.
Didn't you have like the devil the last time around?
Yeah, this time I'm the guy with the sunglasses.
Community is ready. Marvin is ready, and oh, I'm the guy with the sunglasses too. Damn.
Really?
So that means René and the community are cool, and Marvin is a fish.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Because that's I'm the community. You won't need the app Disciple Games. You will just get to vote in the chat, and Joe will lock in the answer that has the most percentage by the community in the chat. So
That's how it's done.
that's the community answer basically.
Okay, we're going to start the quiz. So, the first question is, when was AC first playable on PC? Was it first playable in 2012, 2013, 2014, or 2015? You guys should get the poll any second now. There it is.
First question though,
There we go.
Joe.
Yeah.
First playable as in released or
Nope,
any
first
early
playable.
access beta?
Yes. When was it first playable for the public on PC?
So, R-Factor 2 is from 2011, 2012, around that. And I think when it came out, there was no Assetto Corsa just yet.
Could be.
Marvin, what knowledge do you bring to the table?
What knowledge I bring to the table? I've done numerous listicles for Overtake in the past, where I've talked about the best racing games of the 2010s, and now I'm just searching in my head whether it's one or the other date. So I'm torn
which two do you reckon?
between.
Give me a chance. Which two do you reckon?
Okay, so I think it's the first question. I can give you that one. So it's 2014 or 13. I'm torn between that.
I think it's the trick is the first playable. It was probably released 2014, but was first playable 2013. And playable for whom? It was probably playable for the devs 2012.
Yeah, probably, right?
I'm not quite sure.
Welcome the One Donut in the chat. Welcome. So the community is sure about their answer. I will lock it in now.
Okay, you should. Marvin, are you ready to vote?
I'll lock it.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Everyone has answered. Oh, one got it wrong.
That's me.
René got it wrong. Right answer is, of course, 2013. Yeah,
So
it was released
what's
into
the
early
release?
access in November of 2013 and got released 1 year roughly later in 2014. But it was playable in 2013.
Yeah. You see? And I wanted to play with that. I was pretty sure that there was something wrong because the release date was 2014 and you didn't set release, but just couldn't get myself to do 2013. All right.
So it was released 2014 to the public, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I thought.
So I was right with that, but obviously first playable it was late 2013. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here are 20 points for the community. You can see them now in the progression bar over my head. And here are the results. Marvin in community going ahead. René 0. But it was only the 20 points
the
question, the
first one.
easiest one, so no worries here.
All right, get going.
The crew chief is disappointed.
Of course.
Already after.
Crew chief is like, pack your back, man. We're trying out another track again.
All
You
right.
couldn't work at ours.
Okay. Next question. With roughly 18,000 concurrent players in Assetto Corsa and Competizione, so the franchise counts to one of the most beloved series for sim racing fans out there, which is of course also a merit of the ingenious name, Assetto Corsa. But what does Assetto Corsa mean when translated from Italian? That's question number 2 for 40 points. What does Assetto Corsa mean? Is it A, racetrack, B, race setup, C, car racing, or D, car setup?
Can I have like a phone joker and call Marco Mazzuto?
Or Valerio.
Or Aris? Like, can I call one of them?
Or any Italian.
Oh, any Italian. Oh, true. There are a few working here at the Nürburgring. Let's see. Oh, man.
So does any one of you two guys know any Italian?
No.
Just some words? Maybe one of the two words?
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno Corsa? But what would that mean?
Mille. I know grazie mille. From grazie a tutti from
Grazie ragazzi.
Yeah, grazie ragazzi.
The thing here is, if it would mean car racing, let's say Corsa would mean car. Does that mean Opel named their car Opel Car? Because there's an Opel Corsa, right? Or the Vauxhall Corsa. That's an Vauxhall
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
That's really a good point.
Because I thought about car racing, right? It wouldn't make sense. Like the first one was car racing, and the second one was car racing competition, right? But would Opel really name their car?
But
And
would
it
they?
would also... No, sorry.
would they call their car track or
Yeah,
setup?
true, another thing. Yeah.
That's stupid as well. So
Yeah,
Maybe it's track in terms of like where you actually drive your car on, right? So
yeah,
you could
sure.
be like, this Opel is really good on actually the street.
on real streets.
Underwater.
Underwater. Yeah, SpongeBob immediately pre-ordered one.
The community is divided as well. It's not
Oh, I
as
really
clear,
don't
but
know.
they have an answer, and I will log it in now. Take your time, guys. You're not in a hurry.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm not learning Italian as I think about it. You know what I mean? And I don't think it follows.
I submit it.
I'll submit now as well. I don't think it follows.
Everyone has answered.
What?
Oh, and only the community is right. It's race setup or race trim. Could also be the right word for it.
Come on.
Race setup is
setup.
the right answer. And there we have the results. The community pulls ahead. 40-20-0. Okay, so my first objective is already fulfilled. The questions aren't as easy as the last time around. Perfect. Perfect.
Wow, I was sure like car racing would have just made sense. Car racing,
Yeah.
car racing competition. But setup.
It's race trim.
You said something about amazing naming. Now we have to go to Kunos and ask them what they were thinking about this.
As a normal Italian saying, like the race trim of a car is Assetto Corsa.
With race trim, are we talking about like which side skirts it has on? Front bumper?
I don't know.
Or are we talking about
I don't have a
Turin,
racing
12?
team.
I don't have an Italian racing team.
Scuderia Butler Motorsport.
Yeah, Scuderia Butler Pal.
All right.
Squadra Corsa. Wait! The Lamborghini team is called Squadra Corsa. What's the difference between Corsa and Corsa? Or you want to tell
I don't
me
know.
they are named team setup?
So I think one would be race and one would be racing, right? So maybe Corsa and Corsa is race and racing.
So which word is which word was what? Is Assetto the setup?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think Setto should be like either Kaiba
The setup,
or...
right?
I haven't learned
Yeah.
Italian for making the questions. So do you guys know in the chat maybe?
Someone can Google that for us.
Yeah, can somebody Google that for us?
Now I'm really confused. It's like, what means Squadra Corsa then? Like that's the Lamborghini team. How does that work? All right, let's keep going.
So Assetto
I
is the
need to find some
trim.
points.
Corsa
Assetto's
is
the trim.
race.
Yeah, Corsa is race. So I think Squadra Corsa means something like a racing team, probably.
Yeah, but it's Corsa in the Lamborghini one.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then it's maybe a completely
CORSA.
another word.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Squadra
Squadra
means-
team.
I
Yeah,
think so as well.
race team.
All right,
Makes sense. Makes sense.
learn
Okay.
something today. Love it.
All right. Next question is for 60 points. Speaking of race setups, building them can be a really tricky task. Sorry. Especially when some sliders in the game work counterintuitive. One of those confusing settings in Assetto Corsa is traction control. So please tell me, which number equals the highest interference of traction control in Assetto Corsa? Here comes the question again. Which number equals the most TC interference? Is it A, the lowest, so 1, B, the highest, whatever the highest the car offers is, or is it C, 0?
That's a question you can only know if you actually
Playing Assetto Corsa, yeah.
play Assetto Corsa a lot and actually fiddle around with that.
That's true.
I would known for ACC obviously. I could even probably give you the maps of the cars I drove, which ECU map does what. But never played it one with TC settings in AC. Damn. Marvin?
I'm a bit out of my water, I think. But if I approach it logically, I think I'll just throw a parallel to other games as well and just hope that it's the same in Assetto Corsa.
But Joe already said it's confusing. So
Yeah, maybe he said that to confuse us.
Yeah, maybe I'm just saying that to confuse you.
Was there really a problem by the community that they thought like, okay, this is the wrong way around?
No, I can't imagine that. Because I think I would have heard about it even without playing it, because being like, oh, you know, you remember Assetto Corsa? It's totally different with TC over there.
So the community is set on one of the things. They think they know it.
I will guess.
They're super certain that they know the right answer.
I submit it. I'm probably completely wrong now, but I try something that I would never answer just to see if I finally get some points.
Now we're at 17 votes at the moment. We'll give them another second. You two guys have answered, okay.
Oh no, I have this feeling in my stomach that I'm just totally wrong.
I'm definitely wrong, but I went with the one I would normally not choose, and just hope.
Oh, sorry.
All right, it's so clear what the community wants.
The thing is, if I'm wrong, the explanation will be very problematic for me. I'll probably have to mute myself to not embarrass myself.
I really want to see what you guys answered. Okay, I will submit the community answer. And everybody got it wrong. It's the lowest. So if you select 0, that means that traction control is disabled. And if you take the lowest number, so 1, that means that's the highest interference. So 1 is the most traction control.
Oh, that's what...
And when you go more higher with the numbers, there's less interference. That's why it's super confusing in Assetto Corsa. That doesn't really make sense, but that's how it works.
Wait. So 0 is no TC.
It's off. Yeah.
1 is the highest TC.
Yes.
And the higher the number, the less
the traction control interferes. Yeah.
Wow, that is really awkward.
That's super confusing and awkward, especially because in ACC it's the other way around. That makes it super complicated. But that's how it works. That's how Assetto Corsa works. So let's see. Oh, everybody got it wrong, so no points for you guys. Only the second time that the community got an answer wrong. Wow. That's huge. That's huge for me as a quizmaster. My questions got more advanced.
Jono giving himself a point. Like,
yes,
beaten the community twice.
I've beaten all of them free. Yeah. Yeah, and I gave a big hint with the question, so you guys could have figured it out. All right, let's move on to the really hard questions. The two big ones, 80 and 100 points. We start with the 80-point question. All right. That the number of circuits in AC is almost infinite due to the awesome modding support is well known. But also in the main game are already stately 21 tracks included. But which of the following tracks is not part of the official Kunos' content? So which of the following tracks is not Kunos content? Questions out there for all the Assetto Corsa guys out there. Is it A, Mugello, B, Zandvoort, C, Imola, or D, Suzuka?
Okay, so I should know this because I made the video about like the price check, right?
Yeah.
So I did look at every single base game and look at like what they include, right? But the thing was that I only looked like, but when I looked up Assetto Corsa, I always went with the presumption to buy the Ultimate Edition, which I think has more tracks, right? So the content was already plenty.
Wait. The real question is now: are we talking about base game Assetto Corsa without any
No.
DLCs?
No, everything that's official from Kunos.
Okay.
So with all
okay.
DLC.
Ultimate plus DLCs,
What?
whatever.
Basically, the question is which one of those 4 tracks is a mod?
Ah, all right.
Or is only available through modding?
I locked in.
Yes, Lawrence, please don't type the answer you think is right in the chat. Use the poll for that. Marvin is still
Do you
thinking.
know?
No, I
Yeah, yeah. Like the thing is, did you guess, Renee, or did you have knowledge of it?
part. Like, one option I clearly drove in AC. One option I think is in the game because that's what I would expect from Kunos at that time of day where they created AC, due to where they were and what their situation was with licensing. One for me is iconic and normally what's in games and had been planned off time, so they could have bought the 3D model from a different developer. And the other one only resurfaced lately, and that's why I think it's not in the game.
All
so
right. Yeah, Marvin.
So my trail of thought here is, so these are 3 European circuits and 1 non-European circuit.
That's
It
another
doesn't have
approach.
it doesn't have to tell you anything, but it's an Italian game. Of course, there will probably be like other international tracks, but
I
I'm
can tell
trying
you
to make sense.
Vallelunga is in the game, yes.
Yeah, it is.
I'm trying to make sense of anything right now. So, yeah, maybe I'll take the odd one out. I don't know.
Suzuka, you mean? I'll admit, I thought the same, and it's definitely a valid way because it could be right, to be honest. But I'm not sure on my answer. So
right.
I see your point, and I think it could be a valid answer.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll do
just
that.
waiting for Marvin. There he goes. Everyone has answered. Oh, one got it wrong. It is René again. He tipped Sandford.
Yeah, like I said,
It's
Mugello's in the
Suzuka.
game. Imola was close to Kunos, and I totally saw them doing that. And Suzuka, I expected they took from another game. And Zandvoort back in 2014 was a track that not really many people cared about.
True.
But on the other hand, AC was also looking for minor tracks where licensing didn't cost that much, that brings me to the second way, which why I said to Marvin, it's valid to say it's not Suzuka, because for licensing reason it was more expensive and it was further away to scan. So
Yeah, Suzuka is actually not in the base game, but it got included via mods. The ACC version is playable in AC. So it's a conversion of that. So we have the laser skin in AC as well, but it's not official Kunos content. Yeah, but Sandford, hey.
The thing is, Renee's explanations are always like really good and have merit to him. And I just say, well, there are 3 European circuits and 1 non-European circuit.
Hey, but
let's just take the odd one out.
That's most likely the right answer why they didn't have it. To be honest. So that's another 80 points for the community. There we go.
Oh, man.
You guys are at 140 points. Still some points together until the first raffle is unlocked for you guys out there.
Roland, that's not true. I still have my seat. He doesn't.
René, still 0 points. No right answer so far. Ui, how do you feel?
As I said, I'm not as bad as Mazepin. I still have my seat.
Oh, I'm loving this so much.
Maybe I do more races this year than he does.
Most likely.
The first time René will be host of this quiz, there will be only R-Factor 2 questions, and I don't know anything.
And just internal stuff, like, why did we decide against track B and never had that in the game?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like something like this. I will only do awkward stuff about esports WSC, R-Factor 2, ESL Championships, and Rallycross GRC 2012.
My God.
Alrighty, let's head for the last question about Assetto Corsa, the really big one. 100 points on the line. So, you guys know that I'm into modding and that I'm loving to test different cars and tracks, graphic mods, and everything that enhances the user's experience in some way. And now, in our last quiz, we were talking about Sol, a must-have mod that adds a day and night cycle to the game, as well as many enhanced weather simulation features. The modder Peter Böse is the genius behind this, and he's already working on his successor, or the successor for Sol. But how is this new mod called? It's the hardest difficulty. What is the name of Peter Böse's next project?
Hello, Peter.
Is it pure? Is it true? Perfect? Or unreal? That's something only guys know that mod Assetto Corsa.
If you would have at least stick to the naming like the Pokemon games, because if that was Sol, the next one is obviously Moon.
Yeah.
And then there's Ultimate Moon.
Wouldn't be Sol and Moon
No,
the same
Ultra
generation?
Moon. Yeah, they would be saying so. Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun were the next ones, right? So if you would at least stick to that pattern.
So I already submitted because I already submitted because I know for a fact that I won't know this question. So no matter how much I think about it, I just want to see all 4 answers, and I clicked one instantly, and I just hope fate guides me to beat René this time.
Okay. So I'll go through this. Pure, personally, I wouldn't choose that in a mod where I actually want to do something better, because pure game would normally be without any mods. Perfect might be a long shot, because the community will always tell you that it isn't perfect. So I would rule that out of my naming if I would do a new gaming product. Unreal, there are 2 sides of things, right? On one side, I wouldn't choose it for my own product or project, because Unreal is already an engine name, and AC is not done in Unreal. So I wouldn't go that way. On the other hand, if he thinks it looks as good as Unreal, the engine used in ACC, then that would make sense, right? And going true, it's like, what? True mod? True whatever. Like, how does that connect? Like, true. It's the...
Yeah.
Ashley says, I bet René got it wrong. And somebody's betting 10 pound on Marvin that he flukes it.
What you see here, I try my very best, even if I don't know. Like, I try to build it as to why or why not.
So if I had to search for an explanation, it's probably like for something that connects to racing, I'd probably say something like perfect means like something in terms of textures, being like closest to realism that I can think of. And in terms of pure, maybe it's some rain mod, because we had Sol last time, or was it day and night, right? So maybe it's some sort of rain mod. Or your explanation.
It's a
Unreal,
real successor to Sol, so it's basically Sol 2.0.
All right, yeah then.
So why is it not called Sol 2.0 then?
It isn't. Everyone has answered. One got it wrong. Who said Unreal? Marvin said Unreal. That's Unreal. So the community had like 60% for pure, so they knew. They're all Assetto Corsa cracks.
I did the same stuff. I thought like I had so many good reasons why it's not pure and either true or unreal. So let's go for the one that I already ruled out. Yeah.
Truly
back
unreal.
in.
Revenge for René. Oh, and the program even places him on P2. That's really unfair. That's unreal.
On P2, okay?
Loser.
Wow,
In
his
which world
first
can we
right
live?
question is the 100 points one.
But I'm so sad because my argument structure sounded so good to me.
Yeah.
And pure is just the wrong answer. So whatever that guy was doing, Peter, listen to me. From a marketing perspective, that was a shit call. Don't call a mod pure. Doesn't make sense.
I think it has something to do with the shader boxes and stuff like that. It's pure.
Okay, maybe. Could be.
But hey.
Unreal would have been nice though, just because ACC or Unreal Engine.
I think they would have gotten in licensing problems with Epic because they own Unreal Engine.
No, wait. I'm not sure if you can copyright the word Unreal because we know Microsoft tried to copyright right back then Windows, and that didn't work because every house has Windows. So
True.
the court was like not gonna happen. So I don't know how it is with Unreal because many things can be Unreal that are not Unreal Engine.
Yeah.
Community hive mind is strong today. Yeah, Roland, you're right. And finally, some points for René. He's not like Mazepin any longer.
Yeah, I'm on the.
It's a
hump now.
tie for P2. Community is way ahead, but still 10 points missing for the first raffle. So if you guys get the next question right, you will earn your first round of raffles, which will be 5 Steam gift cards. So last chance to enter for that. Exclamation mark Discord. Now in the chat, get your role for the quiz night, and then you are automatically entered into the raffle and have a chance of winning a €20 gift card.
If the community doesn't get it right and does not win all the gift cards, they obviously go to me.
No, they go to Marvin. We
they go
talked
to-
about
Why?
that before the stream.
Because I have him.
Because he has them.
Not yet, but I will have him.
You will have them.
No, I will get all of them.
You
so I
will
can
have
buy some
had
more
them.
Steam games.
All right. Are you guys ready for the second category? Which
Yeah.
which one of you
Let's do it.
still knows what the second category was?
F1 2010.
2000s. Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
And
There
that's
it is.
horrible because that's exactly the years that I skipped.
You skipped? Oh.
Category 2,
Yeah.
F1 of the 2010s. Alrighty, let me open my questions. Just scroll back up again. Alrighty, let's begin with the season 2010. Because this season started with a bang. Michael Schumacher was back after 3 years, returning to the F1 lineup. And as we all know, Michael couldn't perform like in his early days, which was due to the Merc being one of the slower cars on the grid most of the time. His greatest achievement in a silver era was a 3rd place at the Nürburgring. Not much to show in his time with Mercedes. But how long was that time exactly?
How long you raced at Mercedes?
Here comes the question. For how many seasons did Michael Schumacher drive for Mercedes? For 20 points, is it A, 1, B, 2, C, 3, or D, 4?
– 2021 would have been the 8th title in a row for Hamilton, right? Is it in a row?
No, not in a row.
Because there was Rosberg in between, right?
Yeah.
Which means that's 9 years already. Did Hamilton or Rosberg grab any
Don't
title?
spoil the answer for Marvin. You have to count in your head,
Yeah, but
buddy.
it's boring if we just sit here and not say anything.
Yeah, that's also true. But you have to be careful with what you say now.
I'm pretty certain on the exit year of Michael. So
Tell me.
So you guys know that his first year was 2010 because I just told you so.
Yeah.
Last hint. Community is still unsure. They have an eye on 2 of the answers. Oh, you don't have to be ashamed if you don't know this.
9 years.
Really
so
don't
that's
have to.
eight. Wow.
Just guess.
Did they
Well, you
have
say
it
it to
right?
them. You say it to them, but if we get it wrong, that's
Then
a
I'm,
totally different
laughing
story,
my
right?
ass
yeah,
off,
and we're
sure.
saying-
Yeah.
yeah, I'm laughing my ass off. It's getting a Michael Schumacher question where we're struggling. I'm fairly certain I said, but now I think about it, and now I'm actually uncertain.
There was the
Holy-
soundboard.
Holy
Don't get
schmozy.
worried.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colin, you're right. Keep fighting me, Michael. True.
Still wonder if they ever drove against each other.
Oh, it's a tie at the moment for the community poll, so they don't know.
Who was Michael's teammate 2010?
I guess I can tell you it was Rosberg.
Yeah. For
Okay.
every season.
And
right?
Rosberg stopped his career after his first championship title.
He did.
And that was that must have been the second year already because Hamilton did not have those straight. So Hamilton probably won 2000.
Okay, the community poll is closed. I will log in their answer. It's submitted.
Okay,
One answer is missing. It's Marvin.
Marvin was waiting for the community.
Please don't copy the answers of the community.
No.
That's cheating.
So, did you submit?
No, I didn't. I'm still okay.
Yeah.
It's the 20-point question. I thought this would be so
But
easy for you.
I cannot leave it.
Do it, Marvin. Do it.
Okay, did it.
Everyone has answered, and one got it wrong. It's René. He got it wrong. 3 seasons. It was 3 seasons.
I thought about 3 and
From
2 or 3.
2010 to 2012, 3 seasons, and 2013 Hamilton was new in the Merc.
No! Wait. You raced 2010?
10, 11, and 12.
12.
3 years.
Oh, I did 2012 in my head, but I thought that's 2 seasons. But obviously, if we account for the first one, obviously 2010,
11.
then it's 3.
Yeah.
I thought of
Oh man!
I thought of
That
a clip
stinks.
I recently saw on social media where it was like, I think a Red Bull post where it's like Michael's last present to German racing or something, where he basically let past Sebastian when he was fighting for the championship, and that was in 2012. So I was fairly certain he had to still be racing there. But in my head, I had the same problem. I was like, it's 2 seasons, right? But no, obviously not.
Obviously not. It's 3 seasons.
Damn.
All right.
Man.
Here are the results. Marvin back on top on P2. Community getting 20 more points, which means you guys unlock the first goal. Unlock the first raffle. Just add the points for you. Now. And there we have it. 260 points from 250, which means Rick, do your thing. Raffle out the first 5 winners.
I want to give next time now of Joe doing like this with Steam.
And be patient with the Steam gift cards. You will receive your codes in the
exactly.
next couple of days. So be patient with them. But it's raffle
Quiz
time.
night. I can tell you who won. Congratulations to Dead Ash,
Nice.
Imagine Lich King. So that's a Warcraft player. Pilot Max and Clasher 2K.
Nice. Congratulations, guys. So before we start, I have to reset the goal. Just give me a second. You guys can talk about the last question again if you want to.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was just calculating it based on champions, right? Like there had been 9 years between Rosberg and Hamilton, and before that was Sebastian Vettel.
But
And it couldn't be Rosberg and Hamilton in the Mercedes together because if Michael would still be there, right?
yeah, that's true.
Which is
But I don't
why
think-
2012 came in.
I think it's 7 years. I think it's 8 years, Hamilton and Rosberg, because Hamilton won the championship before he was at Mercedes. So he won it once with McLaren, I think. And
Oh,
then,
true. Did
and
he?
then with Mercedes.
Yes,
yeah,
he
he
did.
get one with
2008.
2008. Yeah.
All right. That was
His second
that was
season
me
was that.
wrong then ananyway. But if I would have just counted again for 2012, I would have the question.
And he would have won 2007 as well.
Right.
But he was teammates with Alonso and they hated each other, especially on track. And they stole so many points from each other that Raikkonen won in the Ferrari.
Isn't that a bit weird? So every time we get to hear that Hamilton is the nice guy, and if you see his interviews, that he's like, "Oh yeah, Bottas is a great teammate. Without him, I couldn't make it." But it's either Alonso hating him, then it was.
Yeah, but we are talking about Alonso. He was
Rosberg
hating
him.
everybody who was fast.
At that time, yeah. But I think every competitive driver in the team dislikes Hamilton. So I think that's a fair assumption to say. I think
I think
Rosberg
Vettel
and
likes
Rosberg-
him.
But he was never teammates with him, right? So,
Yeah. Okay. If you're only talking about teammates, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you were saying competitive drivers, and then I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, Vettel
Teammate-
is competitive.
being-
I like Vettel.
Being teammates of Hamilton is probably a shit job, right? Because normally everyone cares about if you beat your teammate in qualification or race.
Right.
But yeah, it's not easy to beat Hamilton, obviously.
No, not at all.
All right. I would say let's continue. The new goal is set. Next raffle will be at 500 points for you guys. So, let's stay with the 2010 season. It saw a lot of thrilling F1 action. And it was mostly dominated by two drivers. Of course, Lewis Hamilton, but also Sebastian Vettel, who won all his world championships in the beginning of the decade. And with only 23 years, Vettel was crowned youngest champion of all time in 2010, beating out his biggest rival by 4 points. But who finished second in the 2010 season? Was it Alonso, was it Hamilton, Webber, or Räikkönen? There we go. There comes the question. Who finished second in the 2010 F1 season? I think I made a mistake in the first sentence. I didn't mean in the 2010 season. We had Vettel and Hamilton, but I meant the 2010s had a lot of thrilling F1 action and had two dominant drivers in Vettel and Hamilton. But who was second in 2010 for 40 points? The poll is up. You guys can start voting. So what are you guys' thoughts on that?
So
I wonder if Webber was ever that close.
Who was driving for what team? 2010.
So wait. 2009 was the weird year, right? Where
Yeah,
Braun GP
Braun GP.
won, correct?
Right.
With Jensen Button.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I'm fairly certain on one answer, I think. Was Räikkönen in Lotus at the time? Or was it later on that he drove a Lotus?
Good question. Good question.
Probably follows
No.
later on.
Yeah, it had to be later on because he wasn't the Ferrari world champion back then, right? So, or was he? Maybe.
So I know that Webber at one point was close, but I will just log in because it's like two of them I can clearly rule out on this.
I think so as well. I think. Yeah, I submitted as well.
Okay, you guys are sure, and the community is sure as well. It's pretty clear what they want to log in. And I will do it for you guys. No worries.
It's not easy.
There we go.
It's like
Here comes the
Jensen
answer.
Button won. There
It
we
was
go.
Alonso. 40 points for everybody. So in the last race, it was really, really close. Alonso would have won the championship, but he came in 7th in the last race, which cost him the title, him and Ferrari. Hamilton also had the chance of winning the title in the last race, but couldn't manage. He finished 4th in that race.
It wasn't that the race where they crossed the line and thought they're champion, and then it changed because another car crossed the line later.
No.
But there's the famous Fernando meme where he takes off like the helmet and he looks and he's like, this for like 10 minutes because like Joe said, it was like a blistering season. He was a Ferrari driver.
There was a race, right? There was a Finnish race where they thought they become champion.
I think that was 2012.
Yeah, and then it changed basically with the people coming across the line.
But that was Massa, right? With
that could have been Felipe Massa. Yeah,
that was Massa. I think so.
Yeah, let me finish. So Vettel won in the end, of course. He was youngest world champion back then. And Webber actually was 3rd in the championship at the end.
There you go.
And
Webber
what
was
about
really
Kimi? What about Kimi? He wasn't even in F1.
In the championship, yeah.
He wasn't even in F1. He was driving rally cars at the time.
Right,
Yeah.
he came back with Lotus.
Yeah, he did NASCAR and rallying.
Yeah.
Yeah, Glock was in there. Yep, that's true.
And he was a Ferrari world champion already, right? He won it in 2008, right?
Seven.
Yeah, before his first retirement.
Right.
2007 was his championship year.
True.
So there are the points. Everybody gets 40 of them. I will add it to your total, guys. Where is it? Here we go. 40 points. Check. There it is, right? Yeah. 300 points in total for the community. Only 200 more to go. So it seems the first question was harder than the second one for you. But yeah. That's something you have to endure as a quiz master, I guess. Alrighty. Next question for 60 points. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Sure.
Okay, 2016 was also a really exciting year for Formula 1. Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg were battling it out until the last lap of the season, seeing Rosberg claim the title for the first and only time in his career. But in 2016 was also something really curious that happened at the Spanish Grand Prix. What happened there? What happened at the 2016 Spanish GP? Was it A, Rosberg and Hamilton collided in the last lap of the race at P1 and P2, costing the victory? Alonso won miraculously after spinning in turn 1. Pastor Maldonado achieved his only win in F1 ever. Or the 18-year-old Max Verstappen won on his debut. Again, is it A, Rosberg and Hamilton colliding in the last lap of the race, P1 and P2, out of the race? Is it B, Alonso won after spinning in turn 1?
Rick has an issue of putting the long answers in, so we need to give an easier way now to put the answers in.
Just type Rosberg, Hamilton, B, Alonso, C, Maldonado, and D, Verstappen. Then everybody knows.
I've submitted already. I think I'm fairly certain on this one.
Me too.
Yeah, we will give the community some time.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Let me excuse myself for 1 second, okay? I will be back.
Nope.
Yeah. He'll be back. He'll be back.
Never return. Just running away from the challenge like, this is too much pressure.
He's leaving because he's in front. Then he can't lose.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Oh, the poll is up. Guys are in charge of voting now. Now Rick is posting the answers in the chat. That's also something you can do.
Yeah, that works. Pastor Maldonado, did he won a race, right?
Yes, he won a race.
Yeah, because I remember.
And it was the Spanish Grand Prix.
Yeah, because I bloody remember a video with seeing Pastor Maldonado on the podium winning, and everyone was like, what the hell?
How did that happen? Maybe that was in 2016.
I mean, I logged in already. I can at least look up when it was that, right? Without saying
But you guys already
I submitted.
Submitted, so...
Let me see.
But I can tell you, Maldonado won in Spain.
Yeah,
he did.
I know that.
So it's just a matter of if we got the years right.
Yeah.
Basically.
Right. Yeah. All right.
Community is super certain what they want to submit.
That year definitely had enough crashes between Rosberg and Hamilton.
I will submit the community answer. Here we go. Oh, and really, one of you guys said Maldonado won his first Grand Prix, but
he wasn't in fucking F1 anymore, was he?
Maldonado won his first GP in 2012.
12, yes.
Okay,
Gotcha.
Verstappen became the youngest winner, right?
What's up?
He won his first race with Red Bull, on his debut with Red Bull. That's why it's phrased like that. It was not his F1 debut, But it was his debut for Red Bull. First time Red Bull colors winning.
Absolutely crazy
This first
thinking
outing.
about that.
Yeah,
where did
absolute.
Max Verstappen drove previously?
Toro Rosso. He was the Toro Rosso driver.
But
And got swapped in for Kvyat.
Daniel Kvyat, yeah. But that's what I meant. It's like the 2010-ish races where the ones are completely skipped. Because in that years, I did other stuff in motorsport. I didn't saw a lot of F1. So I don't even remember how Max Verstappen came in, but I remember the story that Daniel Kvyat was replaced and Kvyat went back to Toro Rosso, which later on becomes AlphaTauri.
True. René is back on top. P2. Oh, that must sting,
It's
Marvin.
so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. When I submitted the answer, my brain processed it and it was like, he's an F1. He isn't an F1 anymore. It wasn't at that time. Why did you submit this? If I would have thought about it a little more, I would have known.
There was
100%.
definitely the time for that.
Yeah.
I know, but it's just, I don't know, in my dumb brain, I was just trying to excuse myself very quickly.
360 points for the community. They're still way ahead. But it's super close between René and Marvin, which is awesome to see. Okay, here we go again with the big questions. The hard ones. Next one is for 80 points. Alrighty. The 2010s also had a lot of teams that came and went away again over the short period. That came and went away again over short periods of times. The HRT F1 team, we had Marussia, we had Caterham, we had the Lotus F1 team, which was built upon the legacy of Renault, which not so long ago two times world champion in 06 and 07. And the Lotus F1 team kept the Renault engine until 2014. But in their last year in F1, before they cancelled the program, they switched supplier. So the question is, which engine did the Lotus F1 team sport in 2015? Was it A, Ferrari, B, Honda, C, Mercedes, or D, Cosworth? All engines that were actually in F1 at that time. So you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, Colin, I said that, didn't I? Or did I say something? Oh yeah, I said 06 and 07. I'm stupid. They were champion in 05 and 06. I'm sorry.
So one of them returned, I think, a bit later. One of them ceased existence previously.
Yeah.
And one of them did not really supply a lot of engines to others before a specific year. That leaves us just with one manufacturer that could actually do this in 2015.
But does Marvin know that?
Admit it!
That's the question.
Do I know it?
I might be completely wrong. You know my argumentation sounds great.
But the argumentation sounds like you absolutely freaking know it. Like you nailed it. You have thought about it, and your mind has zeroed in on an answer, and it's like a Navy SEAL, you know, with like a red dot pointing towards it.
Normally it does. Normally I'm right, but starting of this quiz, I was in awful shape, it seems.
I do have a strong guess, but we know my guesses this time.
I mean,
There were some right
I have no problem
answers.
with you being wrong again.
Yeah, that's true.
I have no problem with you being wrong again.
Yeah. Community is torn.
I have a problem with me being wrong again. So I'll submit now, because I think I know.
You guys submitted.
Let's see.
Giving the community just a few more seconds because it's really close. Every vote counts now for the community. It's a tie. Oh, one misclicked. Oh, and yeah, the poll was closed with a tie. That's not something we can do. Okay, the first thing that gets typed into chat will be your answer, guys. Do you want to submit Mercedes or Cosworth? Let's see how bad the latency is for the chat. No. That you can't answer. You can't answer for the community. Okay, Burak was first, and he said Mercedes, so I'm gonna submit Mercedes for the community. There we go. Everyone has answered, and everybody's right. It was Mercedes.
Damn.
there comes
back on the community.
extra poll Mercedes Cosworth. Too late. I'm sorry, Rick. I'm sorry.
Cosworth. I voted. Well, how can it be 100% Mercedes, 0% Cosworth when I voted Cosworth?
Yeah, so they switched to the Mercedes engine and finished the season in P6, claiming 1 podium through Romain Grosjean at Spa.
Yeah. They were the worst of the Mercedes teams, right? So there was Williams, Force India, right? The Mercedes motor that got supplied by Mercedes, right? And they should have finished ahead of him, right? In the constructors?
I don't know.
Anyone? Okay, I thought you.
Maybe
I
I'm-
know something,
I thought
but then
you
I
had
realized
it
just
all
looked it
rolled
up.
out, but then...
I'm just pretending that I'm smart
Yep,
because I have the answers here. You know? All right.
that's exactly how this works.
So the F1 2010s are not as hard as I thought for you guys.
I was hoping I gained some advantage over Marvin or get back on the community. No.
You can always answer the 100 points question, right? Like you did last time.
I'll probably have that wrong now.
Yeah.
It's still close. René is still second, but only 40 points ahead. So nothing decided just yet. Okay. Community is at 440 points, so 60 points left for the next raffle. So the next answer could be already your ticket to the next raffles. Another 5 Steam gift cards for you. So if you want to enter, !Discord in the chat, get your role, the quiz night role, and then you're automatically in the raffle. Good luck, guys. For the last question, which is... Okay, 100 points. Here comes the tricky one. One of the best races of the decade was the Grand Prix of Germany in 2019. It was raining cats and dogs. Perez, Ricciardo, Norris, Leclerc, Hülkenberg, and Bottas. They didn't make it to the end. Hamilton couldn't win either, even though Mercedes was celebrating the 125 years motorsports thingy on that day. But yeah, that quite literally fell into water. The winner of the race was Max Verstappen, who showed great skill on the soaking track, especially when he did a clean 360 without crashing. And on the podium, he was accompanied by Vettel and by... who came third in 2019 at the German Grand Prix? That's a hard question.
That's... oh my god.
Did it?
But it was maybe the most exciting race of the decade.
I know that because we moved here in 2019.
Was it A, Carlos Sainz for McLaren? Was it B, Lance Stroll for Racing Point? C, Alex Albon for Toro Rosso? Or Daniel Kvyat for Toro Rosso?
Okay, so I know one of them had a podium, but I don't think it was with... I remember the sight of one of those guys on the podium, but I don't think it was with the team they were there. So...
René already submitted.
Yeah.
That's gnarly.
He knows. Or maybe not. Maybe he's horribly wrong.
Well, you never know, right?
Yeah, you never know until you know. So you say you moved on that day, or?
No, we moved in 2019 to the Nürburgring.
Yeah.
So I was closer to the race and everything.
And you saw the race, or?
Part of it, yeah.
Because if you're watching it on TV, then it really doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't.
No, I was actually there.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I wasn't part of the F1 circuit. I was, I was there in the paddock and shook his hand. That's not true. I think I was the first person to shake hands of Maximilian Günther on his very first podium for BMW in Formula E, because that was in Riyadh, and I was in Riyadh. And I stood right in front of his car on the big podium that they built up for that, because they drove the cars on a stage where later on Imagine Dragons were playing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And they had like huge LED screens and all of that. And I stood right next to his car.
All right, Marvin.
Yeah, I submitted.
What was your thought process?
It's not Maximilian Günther.
So I know, like, I'm quite a memer myself, right? So I remember a certain meme, okay? So since Renee has already submitted, I remember this meme being something of like stealing my girlfriend-ish, something like this. And I can't remember the punchline, but the joke of, or like the gist of the joke is something like stealing my girlfriend, and it has to do with Max and Danny Kvyat. So that was my thinking, and I remember the site of the meme was both of them standing on the podium. So I think it was during this race.
I will submit. There comes the answer.
Just to get that right, Kvyat's girlfriend was Piquet's sister, right? That's Piquet
I don't know.
Jr.'s sister? Yeah, because yeah. So Nels Piquet Jr. is the one that didn't manage to get an F1 championship, although his dad was an F1 champion, but the boyfriend of his sister got the championship. It's like, I wonder how family dinners are with all of them in their banter.
So everybody got it right. 100 points. Yeah. That's nice.
So I don't remember, like I said, I don't remember the punchline of the joke. It could have been like, you steal my girlfriend, I steal your spot or something. So it could have been the other way around, but it makes sense. I don't know anything about Kvyat's girlfriend, so, or Kvyat's acquaintance.
I think it's Nelson Piquet's Junior's sister. Well. Yeah.
So Kvyat was actually a long time in that race second, and held the second position until Vettel overtook him like a few laps before the end of the race. So one of his best performances in F1 ever from Daniel Kvyat.
Which year was the do we get the question regarding, like, is there
that was the last F1 question.
Okay. So which year was it where Winkelhock was leading?
That's a good question.
That was a cool, because that was another Nürburgring race with a lot of rain, right? Where everyone crashed out, and then when they red flagged it, Winkelhock was leading. His dad, obviously a big German touring car driver in the old days, and he was all of a sudden leading in F1 race with his knowledge about the rain and everything. But then he chose the wrong tires because he wanted to play that card again.
I think he was overtaken like 2 corners after the restart.
Yeah, he had no chance. Everyone switched tires, but
wasn't he sitting in a spiker or something like that? Yeah,
it was a spike. It was a spiker, like the Dutch manufacturer.
So the donut is saying 2007 or 8.
Arrows.
Or arrows.
You remember? Yeah, but it's the same. It's the same color scheme. Arrows back then was black. Orange.
Something really slow.
But you see, I remember the old days of F1, but everything like in these 2010, that's not mine.
Yeah, that's not mine. I've answered every question correctly, being like, yeah, that's not really my thing.
But that was mostly guessing and being lucky.
So, the community reached the next goal, so we can raffle out the next 5 Steam gift cards, and I will reset the banner. And then we'll continue with Gran Turismo.
Just imagine, guys, there would be Nürburgring 2007. Thank you. Spiker Ferrari it was, I think. Like, just imagine the gif of Joe giving away some gift cards.
So the next goal is 1,000 points. Long way to go. But you guys already have 540. You're doing great so far. Do we have already some winners in on the Discord? Daniel?
What? Yeah, they are on.
Raffle winners?
This time we got G Geek, Forza Monza, Nix, The One Donut, and Pilot Max again. Pilot Max has a great day today.
Awesome. Awesome. So there's still 2 stages left. 1,000 points, and if you win the quiz, it's looking good for both of those goals. So get yourself registered on our Discord server. Exclamation mark Discord in the chat. Get in there, get you the quiz night roll, and then you're into the raffle. Second time, yeah. Lucky day for him. But that's how that works. It's random. You can win multiple times, and it's a $20 Steam gift card each time around. So good luck to you guys. Even. Okay, are you guys ready and hyped for Gran Turismo 7?
Let's go.
How do you see your chances? Marvin, do you think you know more about Gran Turismo than René? As you've played the old titles a lot, and also you did the review for the news one.
Right. So the thing is, as this goes on, I think now come the 2 categories where I can shine the most. But this is under the pretense that René just doesn't fluke all the answers right again. Which, you know, I've been quite lucky myself, but but considering everything, I think this is this should be the 2 categories where I'm most certain. But, you know, should and is 2 different things.
I can at least say that I don't know anything about Gran Turismo. I haven't played the older titles on PlayStation when I was young. Haven't played them. Haven't played the newer titles. I owned a PS2 and a PS3, but I haven't played... And I have the PS4, but I haven't played any Gran Turismo titles until I played some Gran Turismo 7 on the PS4 for the video I did, which was fun, but... So it was a real challenge to get some tricky questions for you guys. But yeah. It's all Gran Turismo 7, but there's some nostalgia sprinkled in there. Alrighty, are you guys ready?
Yep.
We'll start with the 20 points question. Category 3, Gran Turismo 7. Okay, GT7 is an ode to the automobile itself. And the game makes sure that you learn something new about cars if you want to or not. Most of the wisdom is spelled out for you in the GT Cafe, home of probably the most fanatical car fan barista in the world. What was his name?
Oh.
Easy question to start. 20 points. What's the name of the GT Cafe's owner? Is it A, Mario? Is it B, Lucas? Is it C, Marion? Or D, Luca?
I locked in.
Thank you.
I hope it's correct.
Quick fire answering from the guys.
Otherwise, I look really stupid.
No anticipation from you guys. No mind tricks to get the opponent on the wrong tracks.
No, but because I think it's a bit of a mind game when he says, "I hope it's right" and stuff. Because he says, "Oh, you know, maybe it's something else, you know, maybe my mind has tricked me, but you won't get me off track this time."
All right, right. I don't care. As long as we both have the same answers, I'm still leading.
That's true.
And maybe I should delete that spy app on my iPhone.
Oh man.
Yeah, but it's only the 20 points question, so it had to be fairly easy. But there are harder questions coming, I promise. Super Barista 64.
That was
It's
actually fun.
me!
That was actually pretty funny.
Blank.
Well, that's a completely different different platform than if it's Nintendo. Because Polyphony Digital is 100% owned by Sony Interactive.
Super Barista World. Kill Ian said Super Plumber World.
Kill Ian, setzt sich durch.
Kill Ian. Okay, Community is sold on one thing. Wow! Killian is really upset. I'm sorry, Killian. Alright, I'm going to submit your answer, guys. Because
Barista Galaxy.
let's be honest, it's super easy. It's Luca. The annoying guy from the barista shop, from the cafe, is Luca. But how do you know so much about cars and work as a barista? How does that work?
Yeah, that's actually a good point. And he's always there, like he's entrapped in this cafe.
For real. Who is the barista guy that comes up and tells me what cars I should buy, right? To then also have enough power to, when I bought this car, to allow me to have a track day on a track somewhere else in the world.
I know, but and also tell you what to do with it. It's not like you have a choice or anything. He just forces you to be the manager.
Just imagine you go in Spandau in a cafe in Berlin, and the guy's like, "Oh, you really want to fly to London? London needs to be unlocked first. So first you have to buy three different
pints of
Nintendo
Guinness.
consoles. Yeah, then 3 pints of Guinness and 6 different glasses.
So here's the deal. You come to my cafe every day and order coffee, and I will give to you a car each time you you win a 2-lap race.
Oh, great!
Is it a deal? Let's
What's
go.
so great? Is the cafe so good in this damn place that everyone with their race cars goes there? Like, come on, guys! Like, for some reason, next time I visit there, it's fucking like here Prost being there. Oh, hello! I'm here as well. You know, Luca as well.
You know what's the most unrealistic one? I'm totally fine with the barista and the cafe. The really unrealistic thing is that you go out there, have a race with like street cars, and go home with 17,000 euros. Yeah. Can't even win that in VLN. It's like there's always this thing with racing titles that have a progression, right? I mean, they obviously have to have that, but Need for Speed. I mean, there's a lot of money in street racing, don't get me wrong. Not that I could tell from any own experience, but...
Okay.
But it's so easy to make money there, right? You buy an old Honda Civic and you win 5 races, and you buy yourself an R35 GTR.
Especially when you crash your car every race.
Yeah, it's super simple.
But hey.
If life would be like this, man, I would own 200 cars.
Alrighty, next question is for 40 points. So GT7 is critically acclaimed by the press, and the fans, they fell in love with the game immediately. But as we stated in our review, there are significantly fewer cars. Jesus, I can't read. Fewer cars in GT7 compared to GT6. So less cars in this game. But how many cars are in GT7? For 40 points, how many cars are there exactly in Gran Turismo 7? Is it A, 345? Is it B, 398? C, 412? Or D, 424?
I think I know the answer.
Where are the Gran Turismo
But
nerds?
they're like few in between where I'm not sure on.
Yeah, I know exactly how many cars there are in Gran Turismo.
Marvin is currently like, That's the Mustang 2015, Mustang 69, Camaro L1.
The Mustang 69.
On the
Nice.
Civic Type R FK8, on the Civic EK9.
Are you listing your garage or what?
I wouldn't own any old Mustangs. I drove 2 of them. Thought they're ridiculous. I would never buy any of those. Can be sure about that.
Cool.
So they're great cars to look at, but they drive ridiculous.
In what regard? Too
Everything.
fast?
I mean,
or-
one thing is obviously power delivery, right? Which is very, very neutral, which is amazing to drive around, but it's not like sports car. And then while we at sports car, they're definitely not sports cars, right? I mean, the suspension is horrible. And my biggest problem with American cars is because I would love to own one. Julia is a huge fan of groaning V8s, so I would love to have one at home so she can enjoy that. But a Mustang, unless it's the newest facelift version with a digital dash, I hate these old, even the newer Mustang has these 2 boxes in the interior, right? And then the dials in there. I just don't like the design. Because if I could choose an interior and build it my own, I would probably own a Camaro by now. I love these cars. They look great. They sound awesome. But the interior is just... I love old Japanese cars.
It's my dream car as well, owning a Mustang one day. But as you said, the same thing is like, I first have to really, really hope that some interior mind change happens, because it's the thing that really bugs me every time I look at it.
Okay.
They're really, really horrible.
Community is certain what they want to pick. I will submit it for them. There comes the answer. Everybody got it right again.
That was
40
too
points.
easy. Marvin did the review. I think that's not fair.
But I always only said 400 plus, so I didn't say the correct number. And that's what usually goes around, being like a little over 400 cars, 400 plus, and blah blah. So you could strike away the other 2, but you probably had to guess if you didn't know.
Yeah, I knew it was over 400 because the old one at least had over 600.
Yeah, 1,100. Do you mean?
Yeah, no, the previous one was 600. Wasn't that the case?
The previous one was on release 1,100. So
really?
GT6.
GT6, yeah.
Yeah. But GT6 also had like cars with no interior and cars with interior and stuff like
premium
that. So
cars and cars from the previous generation and all that. And then we have to account for all versions of the Subaru Impreza WRX STI plus all versions of the Mazda RX-7 are probably already 200.
Yeah. Good guess.
Because they even had a Type R 1998. That's the car I owned in real life as well. Like an RX-7 FD3S Type R 98. Then they also had the Type R 96. And then they had a Bathurst edition. And then they had all of them.
Ashley says nothing is louder than a Civic at 3 a.m. in the morning.
Unless it's a Honda Civic FK8. Because the new ones are not that loud anymore. They don't sound that great. I love my car, but they don't sound that great anymore.
Okay, so
Similar to BMW M3 E46, that car sounded like in Germany would say Cola Dose.
Cola can.
Cola can, yeah.
Cola can. Civic, the loudest car at 3 a.m. Yes. Okay,
That should
so
be the advertisement.
two easy questions for you to start with this category. Let's get it a little bit more tricky for you guys. 60 points. Next question. What many fans love about GT7 is that it stayed so true to its roots. The chill music in the menu, the rock sound on track, the attention to detail. It's all very much appreciated. Even the menu sounds beam you right back into the past because they are exactly the same sounds as back then. But
Also
in
the
which Gran
background music.
Turismo game could the menu sounds from GT7 be heard for the first time?
What?
Here comes the
What's the
question.
question?
Where were the
So
menu sounds from GT7 first heard?
Whenever you switch something and it goes like bling,
Yeah.
Was it in GT1? In Gran Turismo 2? In Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec? Or in Gran Turismo 4? Where were you able to
Not
hear
sure.
the sounds for the first time from
I
Gran
mean,
Turismo
the
7?
music always beams me right back into an elevator, but
Elevator ride with chill drum and bass. I haven't been in an elevator like this.
Yeah.
But I'm not so often in the
Marvel knows
KDW
what I
as you, so...
Yeah. So
yeah, you need to hang out in the rich elevators, you know? Get the music. Oh man. Well, we heard the menu sounds the first time. So
that's a
GT1
really
is
good question.
PlayStation 1, so that is basically MIDI or 8-bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
So...
Maybe there's a variation of it, an 8-bit variation of it.
yeah. I wonder.
Maybe it just got upsampled.
I submit it. I'm probably wrong, but I submit it.
I think I will be wrong as well, but I'll submit as well.
OverTake, sponsored by Rich Elevators. Yeah. It's our today's sponsor, Rich Elevators.
Yeah, that's
Now
by the
in
way,
your
the
area.
the new company that came out of Rich Energy. Everyone goes, the door opens, but there's no elevator behind it. That is Rich Elevator.
Didn't they sponsor like the Jamaican how is it
Rich
also
elevator?
Bob fan? Bob driving? How's it called in English?
Bob Sledge.
Sledges?
Bob Sledge.
Didn't they sponsor the Jamaican Olympian team? With Rich Energy? I saw a picture of that. I don't know if it
Really?
was real or not. Maybe it was from that movie Cool Runnings. I don't know.
That sounds really awkward to me. But hey,
Oh, the community is super torn about that. Guys need some more time, definitely. Get your votes in.
get your freak on.
Oh,
Get your
Henrik,
freak
close
on.
the poll. Ay. Too early, my guy. Too early. You have to read the room. Okay, so the community is answering C. Let's see if that's right or not. Here we go. Everyone has answered. Nobody got it right.
What?
It was Gran Turismo 2.
Wow.
Oh wow! Who voted
Yeah.
GT4?
Me. I
You, okay.
thought. Okay, so my thinking behind that was I think your argumentation is perfectly fine, saying GT1 is just not capable, or like PS1 wasn't capable of outputting the kinds of sounds that later came.
That's what I thought, at least.
But I thought, because GT2 was usually like, it had like, well, GT2 was on PS1 as well, right? It was GT3 the first game on PS2.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't really make sense what I'm saying here.
No, it does not have anything to do with that.
Have you ever said something and then it hits your head, being like, stop being so dumb?
Please stop. Get some help. Wow, so many right answers in the last questions, and now everybody was wrong.
That was
that's
the
a
one
really-
chance for us to retake, to get back in
Yep.
the community,
Yep.
and we failed.
How did
You
you
did.
like the thing I was interested? How did you find this out, Joe? Like, do you remember how
Research.
how you researched? How do you remember how you researched?
I'm a trained
that?
journalist. I know my stuff. I know how to find out stuff.
Okay, so
Someone
I'm a
says
trained
the
journalist as
GT7
well.
menu sounds originate from
I
GT
can-
Sport.
I can tell you after the stream. For
Yeah.
your
Marvin, if you would only do
Posting
half of the
external.
research that Joe did for this one question, you would have known that the AI is not yet in GT7.
Please, okay. I don't want to talk about that. It's a topic not worth mentioning for me.
Burn.
I do my research. Oh well.
I do my research and then I thought, nah, I don't do
Oh,
my
no.
research.
Yeah, I don't do my research.
Thomas, you're not right on that. I mean the...
Let's keep going, man. We're
Sounds
already
in the
on it
menu.
for nearly 2 hours and we didn't even make
Yeah, come on.
it halfway through yet.
Do you have to go somewhere?
At one point, I want to have dinner. Sure.
Yeah, okay. Then let's move on.
Great.
move on.
Hungry for points.
There are no points to award here anyway, so...
Yeah. No
Next
points.
question is for 80 points. So, we were talking about the cafe already and about all the cars that can be unlocked. After all, GT7 is basically a Pokemon game for cars. Collecting the vehicle is the central pivot of the game. And there are even 3 different shops, as we learned. 424 cars, and some of them are unlocked via the cafe. And as you guys both have played the game, which of the following Porsche 911 can't be unlocked via the GT Cafe?
I don't know. No clue.
80 points.
Absolutely no clue.
Which Porsche 911 can't be unlocked via the GT Cafe? Is it A, the Turbo 930 from 81, the B Carrera RS 964 from 92, C the Carrera RS 993 from 95, or D the Carrera RS Club Sport 993 from 95? Which one of those can't be unlocked via the cafe? There is a, all of these cars are in the game,
Okay.
and 3 of them are unlocked at the Porsche Cafe Tour. One of them is not. Which one can you unlock? Can't you unlock in the cafe?
I mean, I have a guess as to why one of them is not unlocked at the cafe.
Next video, my opinions on quizzes have changed.
That was really funny. I had a chuckle about that as well. So what's your thought on why something? Or
No,
why
I'll
one
wait
of them
for you to
not-
submit and I will tell you.
Why? Why? Come on! I always talk to you. At least the explanation I want.
When? When?
I always talk to you. Like, if
Okay.
you want to hear it.
Talk to
Listen up,
me.
listen up. So so game design wise, doing the menu missions, it makes sense that every single time they try to either be in one historic circle or try to show different generations. So as you see, one's the 930, 81, 92, and then there's the change to next generation 95. So in
Yeah.
the menu, it would make sense to unlock 81 and 92, 95. So the gamer experience as a driver is the actual evolution of the 911 model.
Oh yeah, I guess.
You see? So in my opinion, it must be one of the 95 models that can't be unlocked. So
Yeah, I thought so as well.
yeah, sure.
I thought so as well. Just yeah, you're maybe right. You're probably
Maybe.
right.
Wrong. Might be wrong.
Maybe
I'll
not.
submit now.
What
I'll
do I
submit
know
now.
about game design? I only
I'll
work.
submit now. You know what? I'll submit now.
Yep,
Okay, go for
community
it.
will submit as well. Everyone has answered. Everyone got
You
it
may.
right. It's the RS Club Sport.
To be fair, I think I would have eventually come to that conclusion, but not the club sport maybe.
So I basically gave it to you, the
Yeah.
answer?
You
Yeah.
saved him. You saved him.
Damn it.
He got
No,
you
I
with
mean, I
the,
would've-
oh,
I
I'm
knew
always
it
talking to
before.
you. Come on.
And he's
Help
lying.
me
He never
out.
talks to me.
Before.
He never talks to me.
No, I knew it before. It's
Ooh.
fake news, okay?
getting
That's
heated.
the thing. Do your research, Joe. Fake news here.
Okay, are you guys ready for the 100 points question? The final
Sure.
one in the Gran Turismo 7 category.
If you know it, Renee, just throw it
Well,
out
let
there.
me know.
Yeah, sure.
Have I updated the thingy here? Yes, I have. All right. Okay, for 100
next one.
points. Everybody knows that OverTake has the best drivers you can find. René owns 7 cars. And Marvin even has his own wheel stand at home. Trust me, we know quality driver when we see him. Therefore, both of these gentlemen rocked, of course, the super license in GT7 so hard they probably don't remember what car track combination it was, right?
Super license, yes.
What is the car track combination in the final license test S10? Is it A, the Porsche 917 at Spa, B, Porsche 917 Le Mans, C, Nissan GTR GT500 at Deep Forest, or D, Pagani Zonda R at Interlagos? Tip, all of those are... Oh no, that's not really a tip. That's not really a tip. I'm not saying anything.
I mean, I got a structure as to why. It doesn't mean anything, as we learned.
The poll is live as well.
There are two options for me.
Ashley says it's too easy. Okay. I'm sorry.
There are basically two options to start this.
Can you say which one? Can you say how you approach
Marvin
it?
is sitting there. Oh my god.
No, I'll wait for Joe to tell me that you submitted, and then I will start.
Okay, so...
No one has submitted yet. Still up in the air. Really decisive, this one. 100 points.
I submit.
This will be... I think this will be very, like... wegweisend.
Yeah, Ashley, but not on our channel. We did not have a video about licensing tests yet.
We don't have time to watch other people's videos.
I would say we don't have the skill, but yeah. We don't have time to watch videos.
We have to make videos.
Okay.
You submitted?
Okay, both of you submitted.
Listen in. So, we can roll out the Pagani Zonda R Interlagos. Why? Because there's absolutely no relationship. That will work for me, right?
Newsflash, it is.
that would be crazy.
It is. The Pagani is on Interlagos. It is an actual challenge.
No. I mean, it's not the final challenge.
Oh, okay.
Because there's no connection with the brand.
All right.
So Nissan had a connection with Sony and Polyphony, as obviously we know that the guy behind Gran Turismo drove also here at the Nordschleife, right? So there was the Nissan connection, but that's a few years ago now, and it's not the current one, especially seeing the car, okay, due to the connection, but Deep Forest, unlikely as the final thing. So I would say they go for a proper real track, right? Porsche has most presence in the new game. Even the cover shot has a Porsche Vision GT on it, right? So
but also a Nissan.
Also Nissan, yes, but
or
there
Mazda.
needs to be some...
No, it's a Mazda.
Mazda. There needs to be some sort of relationship, I would say, because Porsche is also featured in all the cool shots of the intro video.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it should be Porsche. And then looking at both tracks, Le Mans as an end thing just not has enough corners. Although they could do it at around Porsche curves, because that would make sense marketing-wise.
Last sector has enough curves.
Yeah, but I think it's Spa, because the most iconic one. I mean, Le Mans is more iconic in terms of the event, but Spa is the more used track. So,
yeah,
Spa.
I think we're on the same page here. My trail of thought was, or I played this. I actually did complete it, so I should know.
You did?
But I actually did complete it, so I should know. But recently, my short-term memory is not that great, so I remember the Pagani Zonda R thing, but here's the thing. When you think about it, I think that Spa is probably the most challenging of all of these tracks. So I would say the car track combination is the most challenging.
Oh, guys, there's a tie again, and we closed the question again. So
let's go for Le Mans, please, this time. They have points
type
enough.
Spa or Le Mans in the chat. Type Spa or Le Mans in the chat. Fast. We only have a few seconds left, only 40 seconds left, and the question closes. There will be no answer.
I don't even know if Spa is correct, but I would just say it is.
Yeah, well...
30 seconds.
I clicked on Le Mans. How once again can it be 100% Spa?
Ashley says Spa. I will submit that. Let's go.
He's always giving it to the community. We have no chance.
They typed it in the chat, not me.
No. It should have been Lamore this time.
All right, there we go.
Give
But
us a
Rick, you
break.
really have to be careful not closing the questionnaires for when there's a tie.
On the
You can't do that. We have to wait until there's a fixed result.
Especially when we're in the middle of a long-winded explanation as to what it is.
All right, there we go. Everybody gets 100 points. And the next category will be Overtake Trivia. Just have to update the points total. Round 2. 100 points for the community. And they are at 780 points. So still some points together until the next stage.
Yeah, actually, like that would be a natural combination, the 917k on them all. But
Yeah.
I just don't see that as a licensed course on Gran Turismo. That's why I was sure that it will be Spa.
Okay, who of you two thinks knows more about Overtake?
Probably Marvin.
I think so as well.
Wow, the confidence.
He's
Okay,
here
let's go.
longer.
First question is for 20 points, so easy one to get into. Overtake has now been around for quite some time, with over 400 videos and more than 40k subs. We can be very proud in what we've achieved as a team in the last 2 years. And it all started in 2020 with our first video ever, Nitro Nights. But who was hosting that? So, next
That's
question.
super easy because
Who-
I was a guest back then.
Who hosted the first
come
Nitro
on.
Nights? Was it A, Tom Deacon? Was it B, Indiana Frost Black? Was it C, Melek Meli Balgun? Or D, Christine Banze? Shout out.
I mean, we can rule out one person.
I just want to say to you guys, there is a catch with this question.
Is there?
And true overtakeys know that. Just saying.
Now you...
No, I'm afraid. He's like, no, I'm afraid.
I did it. Where's the evil overlord
We
voice?
can rule out Christine because she never hosted a show.
Yeah. Evil laugh. There we go. So at least one person said Christine Banze. That's nice to see.
So I think I know the catch, but no, I don't.
Really? I think I know the answer because, like I said, I was a guest, but not in the first show.
The thing is, back then I was
wrong.
working. Back then I was still an apprentice, so I had nothing to do with videos. You know, I started off doing articles all the time, and everything, and like there was so much going on at the same time that I didn't actually, you know, get around to watch the first videos. But yeah, like I think I fairly certainly know who the first person was.
I'm sure in this as well. I'm just afraid of Joe saying there was a catch.
There is a catch. There's a catch. Just a few more seconds for the community to finish up. But it seems like they have their candidate locked in. You guys submitted already. And I will submit too. For the community, they say it's A, Tom Deacon. And everybody got that right. The catch was that there were actually 2 first episodes of Nitro Nights. Because the actual first episode, which what we are talking about right now, was more or less a podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there was
story,
again a first Nitro Nights in the studio, which is also labeled Nitro Nights Episode 1.
Right.
Oh, true.
Which
because
was
before that
hosted
was
by Frost.
Deacon. Yeah,
Right.
and then Frost took that on later, and then it was me. Am I the third in row then? No.
Melly
no.
also hosted.
Melly hosted it, and then there is
So Tyler was there, and then there was
Tyler, and then there's another woman.
Steffi.
Yeah,
Steffi.
Steffi
yeah.
also hosted, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
Exactly.
number 6.
And Christine
That doesn't
hosted
really
some
sound
tutorials
good,
and
right?
stuff. Reviews.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good that I'm number 6 on this list. It's a bit
Six,
like,
six,
you know, when you're...
six.
No, when you're manager on a club and you're already the 6th person.
But it doesn't matter how many people came before you. It matters how many people come after you. And if
No
you're the
one.
last one, right? Then you obviously succeeded. I would even argue that's even better when a lot of people did it before you and then you took it over. And
With the support of the community, I'll stay the host of Nitro Nights.
Nice.
the support
From
of
now
Bud
on
Love
till
Power
ever.
Racing.
Yeah, the gap
Ever,
between you
ever.
two is staying the same, 40 points. Everybody gets 20 now, and we move on to question number 2 of this category, which is Overtake Trivia. Okay, many prominent faces have already joined us on our quest of finding new heroes and giving back to the sim racing scene. We had Jadir, we had Random Call Sign, James Baldwin, Andrew ZH, Dave Gaming, and many, many more. But which current F2 driver was also a tutorial host of ours? For 40 points, which current F2 driver was a tutorial host on Overtake? Was
Why
it
do
A.
you do that?
Jake Hughes, B. Ollie Cardwell, C. Theo Poucher, or D. Cem Bölükbazi?
Why you do this, Joe? Can you tell me? without smiling.
I don't want to do the evil laughter a third time.
The Imperator laugh, yeah.
So I know that Marvin knows this. René has
Yeah,
submitted as well already. So it's up to the community answering this.
I think I know.
Get your votes in, guys.
Think I know.
The poll is now live in the chat. Take part. We have some answers already logged in, but not as many as before. So keep it up, guys. You're so close of unlocking the next stage of Steam gift cards. I just wanted to say his name in front of Marvin again. That's why I chose this question. It's giving me so much joy right now.
I'm glad at least one of us
Enjoys this, yeah.
enjoys this.
Yeah, Joe is always the only one that really has fun. I think
Yeah,
that's not
true,
fair.
true. Because there's no pressure on me. Yeah,
That's true.
I'm just sitting
I'm so
here.
afraid of losing against against Marvin.
Yeah, the pressure is gradually going away with these questions. Yeah, it's more anger now.
It's more hating Joe and considering if we should release him from the lineup.
Wow.
Like, get rid of him.
All right. That's direct. It's at least it's honest.
That's what we always claim here at Overtake.
Yeah.
We're honest.
Truly. Okay, guys, let's wrap up the question. I will submit the answer from the community. There we go. Everyone has answered. Everybody knew that it was Cem Bölükbazi. Marvin, do you want to tell your tales with Cem, or is it confidential?
I don't think it's confidential, but my mother told me, when you don't have anything nice to say about somebody, you just don't say anything. I can say he's a really.
That's why I don't. That's why I don't talk about Romain Grosjean.
I can say he's a really loyal person. that's it. He stays true to his to his workflow. He never changes up for nobody. That's admirably, I say. And it was the first tutorial I ever did, and it was
challenging.
Right, it was hard to surprise me afterwards. Let's say it like that.
Yeah, but it was a cool tutorial, and people
Yeah,
liked
I
it.
think so.
So, and congrats again to Cem for reaching his goal and getting to F2, which is a huge
impressive.
achievement in life.
Yeah.
Really impressive.
And having him as a tutorial host is also quite cool for us.
was
I
cool,
think
yeah.
we have a current F2 driver that was a tutorial host on our channel. Damn.
Which was also
That's
like
cool.
an F1 esports driver, which
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
time.
Sure.
Which was the reason why we eventually contacted him, or why we actually contacted him in the first place.
Absolutely. This was the 40 points question, so we move on to the 60 points question. Maybe this time somebody will have an error there. And this question is dedicated to me. Yeah, I started.
How high is Joe's salary per month?
No, I started at OverTake at the end of 2020 and worked on countless video projects ever since. Some of them did pretty well, others, of course, not so much. And although we achieved much in this time, only one video of mine really took off and went viral. Only one of them. So, which video of Joe went viral? And with viral, I mean 100k views in 30 days. Which one of those videos got over 100k views in 30 days? Was it A, the Forza Horizon 5 review, B, the MotoGP 21 preview, C, this app changes ACC forever, or is it D, this AC mod is like GT7 for PC?
I mean, the good thing is I know all of these videos.
You do?
Yeah, you do.
Yes. All
Right.
of these videos. The Forza Horizon 5 review was obviously Joe doing the approach of, can a sim racer enjoy Forza Horizon with a wheel?
Which definitely took off.
This app change ACC forever. I think that was the force feedback one.
Yeah.
And this AC models like GT7 for C, I remember that watching that.
So these are, I don't know if those are the 4 most successful videos, but all of them were pretty successful.
Yes.
But only one went really viral. It was like crazy numbers in a short amount of time. But which one? Oh, community struggling. Because they can't Google it. They can't Google it. It's statistics. Only I know.
I mean, I can
Oh,
access
they are
the
struggling.
channels,
So
I can
every
check.
vote counts now, guys. Every vote counts now for the community. It's super important that you cast your votes.
It's actually a very good question.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's interesting because there are 2 ways of taking this on. So I know that 2 of these videos aren't the case. But there is an interesting fact about our channel that most people out there probably don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So it's like
It had nothing to do with that. It was really just the algorithm picking it up and launching it into space.
Oh, okay.
oh, then I did a mistake. Probably did a huge mistake then.
Yeah, well.
Did you submit?
No, I didn't.
Marvin
Because
hasn't?
I thought the same. I thought the absolute same.
But now that he says it was the algorithm only.
Okay, so I'll submit now as well.
Okay, so just to get that clear, the fun
Has the
fact
community
about
wait, has the community decided yet?
Not
the
yet, not
community-
yet.
Not yet. So okay, we're not like our sneaking suspicions won't go out the window.
It looks like a tie at the moment. So we need a definite answer from you guys. 1 or 2 of you have to cast their votes to tip the scale. Okay, I think we can close it on that. So the community chooses C. This app changes ACC forever. So do you want to talk about it before I...
Yeah,
Give
I
the
mean,
answer?
I think I'm wrong, but we can at least say a few things, right? So we know the Forza Horizon 5 review was successful.
Yeah.
Was a cool take with the steering wheel. Surprisingly on OverTake, and most people probably don't know that, MotoGP content works really well for us.
It does.
So that would have been another one. This AC mod is like GT7 for PC. That wasn't that as massive as the others.
It doesn't have 100k views, I think.
Yeah, it shouldn't. This app changes ACC forever. I would have put it into the same as the AC mod. But I might be wrong because that could be one that's normally picked up by an algorithm.
Yeah.
But I voted for Forza Horizon because I know that got over 130 200k views.
It
Okay.
does now. I think it did very good over time, or over a certain amount of time, but I picked C because I think this went into the algorithm and just
Okay,
it was
I will
just-
submit
just
for the
great.
community.
So I'm wrong.
There we go.
Damn.
Everyone has answered, and it was
Oh
B.
my god.
The MotoGP preview.
He iced us.
It was the MotoGP preview. That it was so crazy. I did that preview. Had the code for the game like a month early, and was
my
able
goodness
to
me.
post the preview so much earlier than everybody else, and the algorithm just gave us views on end. It was crazy. It had like 50 or 60,000 views in 3 or 4 days. And we had like 10k subscribers back then, or 12k subscribers, and everybody was like, what the hell is happening? It was so crazy. Yeah, the Forza Horizon 5
man.
review did very well as well. It's the biggest video of all of them. The GT7 video for PC, so the mod for Assetto Corsa Evoluzione is almost at 100k. And this app changes ACC forever is the worst video of all of them,
I knew that.
with
I
like
knew that.
60k views. So
Fudge. Yeah.
there you go. Nobody got it right because you can't Google
and
it,
I
guys.
even knew about MotoGP, but obviously the MotoGP video was before my time where I would daily monitor videos, right? So
Damn
it's like
sure. Yeah.
I knew that the content was very well received, but I never knew that it had that big of an impact.
You damn sure iced us because you said it doesn't have anything to do with it. But I think it does have something to do with it, that in terms of like good MotoGP content, there's just not so much on YouTube. And I think obviously, previews, as you said, are always like even if you get, especially if you get the key a month earlier.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I would have picked it, but you said, oh, it doesn't have anything to do with it. Yeah.
And maybe we are talking about different things
Yeah, maybe.
because it's
So no one
Okay.
got it right. Once again, we didn't take on the chance to get the community.
That was the 60 points question. And the other two are really hard as well. But yeah, there we go. 80 points question coming up. We did many reviews already on the channel. We did MotoGP, the F1 games, we did ACC DLCs, or just recently Marvin did the Gran Turismo 7 review. But what was actually our first ever game review on the channel? For 80 points,
First ever game
what was the first
review.
ever game review on Overtake? Was it A,
Oh,
MotoGP 20, B, Overpass, C, F1 2020, or D, Forza Street?
Oh, 3.
Oh my god.
So this is again a question
So-
the community can Google easily, but the next one is not.
I have to get behind this because so in the beginning, most videos uploaded were Nitro Nights,
Yeah.
and then it became Clash of Racers.
No.
So
No.
was there?
no.
Oh, you mean like we had many of those Nitro Nights podcast
Yeah, it
things,
was
and then we had
first
Clash
like
of
a ton
Racers uploads,
ton-
and then
yeah, ton of
the
Nitro
new
Nights.
Nitro Nights started with the studio and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like because due to the pandemic, all of them had to be. No way. Back in the days already, Melly hosted videos in the studio already, and then the channel started to do some reviews and other content, and Clash of Racers
Yeah.
1 also came around.
Yep.
Yeah, but
So-
I think that's like far into, or that's a little far into the project, like about 6 months. I would say 6 to 8 months. So I think we started doing reviews and tutorials and everything, and I remember we had problems getting.
I know the answer and I submitted the wrong one.
And did you? Oh, you already submitted, but it. Oh.
I submitted as well.
You submitted this, but Marvin
Yeah,
just...
I know the first. Yeah, I know the. I won't say anything. I know the first two. I know the first two reviews we did. I just don't know which order they were uploaded. That's the thing.
I just know that most likely Andre did them. Shout out to Andre, who did a lot of videos in the early stages.
Yeah.
And
most likely.
Christine was host.
Yeah, Christine was hosting, and it was 2 reviews at the same time. Because I looked at your mum at one point, and I have the wrong one marked, because I'm pretty sure that we not started with the obvious one.
Yeah. So actually, like, I don't know if the if
Community
the-
decided. They
I don't
say
know if
it's
the
F1.
backstory-
85% say it's F1 2020. And I will submit.
And that's wrong.
And that is wrong. It
Wrong.
was Forza Street. Everybody got it wrong, and everybody has a different
No.
answer.
I thought it was Overpass.
No, the
Yeah,
first
me
review
too.
was Forza Street.
I clicked
You're kidding?
MotoGP,
Yeah.
but I was sure in the end that it was Overpass. And now you're telling me it was actually...
No.
No, that's
Yeah,
not
you
correct.
can look it up in our
That's not
YouTube studio.
Videos.
But you have to close it again for the next question. But that's
Let me
because that's
quickly-
cheating.
Oh, no, that's not correct. Not correct.
It is correct.
I don't think
It's
so
the
as well.
first video. It's the oldest
Not-
video of them.
Not what YouTube says in terms of age.
No, I think so as well.
But it's the oldest video.
No.
I checked it.
YouTube tells me that
It's the
Forza
oldest
was
video in
after
our video
Overpass in
studio.
MotoGP. Yeah, but not in terms of release. If you go to videos, sort, oldest first, scroll down, then you get a row here. Where was it? I just clicked on it. There. With Christine in front of the camera and says Overpass review, MotoGP 20 review, Forza Street review. Which means the oldest one is Overpass.
Yeah. So
Shows like what?
I checked it in the studio.
But what was the release date? Now I check in the studio as well.
so the thing is,
Change account, overtake, go to YouTube Studio. Playlist, content.
so I think the explanation behind it has to do with like embargo falling.
Yeah.
And we uploading probably the video earlier than we released it.
That's what I think is wrong.
Could be true.
I think
I-
they released later.
I did because I did remember one thing being that we had the MotoGP and the Overpass key at the same day, and we had to split the work because like I remember
Ah,
that.
dang.
Wait.
That's stupid.
It's actually different. Yeah, in terms of what YouTube lists and what YouTube Studio lists. So, because it's wait.
Does it say release? Basically, every answer is correct. No.
June? Yeah, that
No.
would be interesting. June 28th.
It's either Forza Street or Overpass.
16?
One of those two is correct.
Yeah, okay. So, seems to be Forza Street.
Okay.
Alright. I'm pretty surprised. I clicked MotoGP, and then I thought it was Overpass. and it was
A roller
Forza
coaster.
Street.
No. Ashley, I'm not giving any points to anybody.
Okay.
0 points for this one. But there's still one question left for the Overtake trivia, which even gives more points. 100 of them. Let's get into it. Okay, we are itching closer by the hour to 50k subscribers on YouTube. A truly awesome achievement that wouldn't be possible without you guys out there. And we really appreciate all the support we receive and can't wait for what's to come soon. And you guys showed us love more than one time as well. So here's our final question for this category. What is our most liked video on the channel? And you guys, please close the YouTube studio. Please close it.
I got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you.
The most liked
Question
video.
number 20. What is the most liked video on the channel?
Ooh.
Is it the MotoGP setup tutorial? B, how to become better at braking with Jadir? C, what sim racers don't understand about TC and ABS? Or D, top 5 bike racing games? Please don't post that. Rick, no, Rick, no. He's posting the answers. Please don't, Rick. Stop it.
Rick is on the run now.
Whew.
So, obviously, what
Please
sim racers don't
use
understand
your
about
brain.
TC and ABS, that's done by Ermin. And it was at a time where the channel was a bit bigger than the early days, obviously.
Whew. I was sweating
So I
there
could
for a
see it
moment.
there.
Holy shit.
I could see it there. But other than that, to be honest, I'm...
So there's a really fun story about one of those videos. So I would imagine this video has a lot of likes.
Which one? What's the story? Can you tell? Or is it
Yeah, I don't know.
confidential?
That's the thing. I don't want to give hints.
I'm already looking in.
All right. Okay.
I submit.
For our 100 points. Community is
But I don't-
really torn about between two of the
I know
answers.
that the top 5 bike racing games really went well. That was a well-received video.
Yeah, it's basically
Yeah,
a
but-
meme in the
Yeah, it's the meme.
in the office.
Yeah. What I mean. So I'll lock in now, and then I'll talk about the top 5 bike racing games. So
I think
I'll
the
lock
top 5 bike racing games was one of those videos we did for Christmas content.
Right.
And we had a lot of videos we had to do, and we split the work between many different guys, even guys in our department that aren't that deep into sim racing. And because the top list is not so hard to do, let's be honest here. Yeah, it's like basic research work. And one of the guys did this top 5 bike racing game who has no clue about racing whatsoever, and it took off, and it's getting views and views and views and new subscribers to the channel still to this day, and he's really proud of it. I know it. And we are
Yeah.
proud of you too, Rafi. We are.
It's Nick. It was Nick.
It was Nick. Nick did
It was
this one.
Nick. Nick, this one.
I thought it
We
was
always
Rafi.
that's the running joke is that he came in, did
Sure.
2 videos,
And they
one
were
was
super
like-
successful, yeah. No,
One
the
was-
second
one
one
was
was the
ultra-
Christmas one.
No. One was ultra unsuccessful. It was a Star Wars racer game where you really wanted to do that. Old but gold. Star Wars racer game. You really wanted to do that, and
Yeah.
it just didn't take on any views. And then for the second one, he did the one he had to do for the Christmas thing, right? The top 5 bike racing games. And every time we went into the YouTube studio, then they were like, yeah, this and this new video does so and so, but our most successful video of the month is the top 5 bike racing games of 2021. And back when you, I don't think you were even around then, or maybe you started, started working on videos where everyone was like, why the hell does this keep getting views? 5K a month, 10K a month. It's not even 2020 anymore. Yeah, like it was funny as hell.
Okay, I'm submitting for the community. They say it's C, the video from Ermin. Everyone has answered, and everybody got it right. So the other 3 videos have around 2,000 likes, and the traction control and ABS video has more than 8,000 likes.
Yeah.
Because it has also crazy view numbers. It's, I think, the most watched video of us, excluding some trailers we did. So
And Dream Team series.
yeah, and Dream Team series. So 100 points for everybody, and the community is itching closer to the next raffle stage. 5 questions still left to go. I will update the progression bar. 100 points. But we are not getting anywhere at the moment. Either everybody knows or everybody doesn't know.
Oh, no one knows. Yeah, it's quite
Really
interesting
crazy
this one.
today. Okay, are you guys ready for the bonus round?
Yup.
Quick questions. Track knowledge. So how's your track knowledge today, Marvin?
Wait, we should do ourselves a favor on Marvin and my side and say we have to answer this in like 15 to 20 seconds.
Oh, come on.
No, for real. Let's make it hardcore. Come on.
Okay, come on. Yeah, I feel frisky today. I think I'll, as long it's not the rainy curve again, I'll.
Oh, the rainy curve.
All right.
I'm on my way to victory, guys.
Okay, let's
Are
do
you?
this.
You're still third, aren't you?
Yeah, but he will win now.
Okay, here comes track knowledge number 1 for 20 points. What track can be seen on this picture?
Oh my god, mate.
Yeah,
Brightness.
just a second. There it is. I know for the community it's a little bit smaller.
Oh,
Go full screen for that one. And on your phone you can use your
Okay.
fingers to zoom in a little bit.
All right,
And maybe you guys can see it a little better.
I'll lock in.
Is it A, Zolder, B, Lime Rock Park, C, Barcelona, or D, the Hockenheimring?
Okay, I'll lock in. You should be doing the same now.
Yeah, René should log in as well.
27 seconds, so you don't really have a lot of time anymore.
Okay, sorry, I locked in. 33 seconds.
Okay. What was your
Wrong.
thought process?
It's not Barcelona. Barcelona has completely different environment. Hockenheim could be if this is the old Hockenheim, and I think it is, and that's my mistake. I went for Zolder.
Yeah, I thought of Hockenheim and Barcelona and didn't remember any of those parts. I first thought it was Monza, but yeah, I went for Lime Rock Park.
You went
Yeah,
for
I think
Lime Rock
that's-
Park.
That's the
I did.
unknown where I don't really know how it looks like. I know that it is
Yeah,
in
me neither.
Barcelona for sure. It's not Barcelona. It
So you
could be
guys are saying
Zolder,
you
but the
aren't
problem
playing
is
any iRacing. Lime Rock Park is a
Correct.
classic in
I
iRacing.
play NASCAR on iRacing.
Ah, true. True, you do. Oh, Kill Ian was even there on the track. In real life.
You was
Nice.
there in real life. Then
Yeah.
it is Zolder.
Then it's Zolder.
Then I was right. Because Zolder, it could be, I thought first about the second chicane, but Zolder has a hairpin at the end of the second sector. And that's the one we're approaching here, I think.
It's the hairpin at the end of the tricky part with the two S's,
Yep,
and then
it's like the S's first
Yeah.
and all that, and then you get the hairpin, and then
Yeah.
there's another chicane before you cross the line.
true.
Because I play
He was Zolder.
ACC. There we go.
Ashley felt me. He said like they said Monza as well, and I immediately thought of Monza, being like after you come out of turn.
I said it
turn
can't be
two-
Barcelona. Barcelona looks so
I
different from the
immediately
build
thought
up.
Monza, and then it wasn't an answer.
Yeah,
Ooh.
me too.
And Hockenheim ring, it would have needed to be an old Hockenheim then.
20 points
this
for
one.
René, 20 points for the community. They're super close of getting the next raffles. There we go. It's updated. Next one for 40 points. And Marvin, now is your time to shine if you still want to beat
Now or
René
never.
this time.
Yeah, it's now or never.
What is the name of this straight? So there's a picture of a straight coming up for you guys. Is it A, the Rahal Strait, B, Tamburello, C, the Malson Strait, or D, the Mistral Strait? Those are all straights from racing
Oh my
tracks. And one can be seen here. Something every sim racer should
Did you
know.
log in?
No, not yet. Not yet. Okay. Did you?
No, I'm torn between two.
What will the community say?
Although I think I know.
I did up submitted.
I submitted as well. I think I know.
Roland,
Because
I
know-
hate Paul Ricard as well. Sorry, Benny.
Yeah, it's like, first of all, I knew that it's Paul Ricard.
Yeah,
So it
obviously.
can't be Mulsanne straight.
It says in
it
the
can't be Tamburello.
in the picture.
So it had to be one of the others.
Okay, Community is completely sold on one of those. I will lock
easy.
it in.
I think I heard it on one of the streams of my drivers screaming that track during a race and saying the name. Yeah, all right.
Everyone got it right. It's the Mistral straight, this really long straight on Paul Ricard. Of course, in
Because I
F1.
remember the BOP is so shit for us on Mistral straight. Like, we have no chance even keeping up in slipstream. That's
True. The Mulsanne straight is, of course, Le Mans.
Yeah.
Tamburello is Imola, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep,
And the Rahal straight is at Laguna Seca.
Yeah.
The short parts
it's,
to the hill.
I think it's
To the
Bobby
corkscrew.
Rahal. That's where it comes from. In the US. Bobby Rahal was a US driver.
Yeah, could be.
So it had to be a US track.
All right. Everybody got it right. So no changes in our tableau.
Toublon.
40 points for the Community. And do they unlock the next stage? I guess so.
I think
Yeah,
so. Yeah.
that's 1,000.
Yeah. 1,000 points. So congrats, guys. You get the next round of raffles.
That's 15 Steam cards.
Not yet.
Not
that's
yet,
only if
not
they
yet.
beat us.
Oh, it's not.
When they win the
And
quiz.
It looks highly likely.
When they win the but they win the quiz as well.
They most likely will win the quiz. But for now,
Because
it's
you
another
always
5.
gave them the chances after we did all the
Yeah.
explanations. You gave a second vote while everyone knew already what the right answer was.
Yeah,
By
maybe.
the way, the winners, yeah, the winners are Bobby Racer, Face, Julius Malema, Killian,
Nice. Kill Ian.
Lizio, and Whoopty.
Congrats.
Whoopty,
Awesome.
whoopty, woo.
So we raffled out 15 Steam gift cards, 20 euros each for now. And we will raffle out another 15 if you guys win this quiz, which is most likely. So if you want to win a Steam gift card, get yourself into Discord, !Discord, and get yourself the quiz night roll by pressing that thumbs up in the Get Your Rolls channel. And then you are in it. Alrighty.
In it to win it.
3 more questions to go.
Don't feel safe yet, Renee.
Yeah, I'm
Dude.
devastated.
Do you guys remember what was the third track knowledge question the last time around?
No.
Was that the rainy corner?
No.
No, that was the
one.
last question.
That was the last one.
Criminal last one.
Yeah.
It was the question with the outline of a track. And we go there again.
Oh dear.
Yes.
What track can be seen here? Stream will get it in just a second. There we go. What track can be seen here? What track is that? Is it A, Paul Ricard, B, the Cheddar Street Circuit,
Submitted.
C, Monaco, or D, Montreal?
I submitted. If it's not right, I think it's my favorite track. So if it's not right, I'm just gonna.
So
You'll
it can't be
leave.
Paul Ricard. No one ever
You'll
said
leave.
that about Paul Ricard. I submitted as well. I think I'm wrong.
Some time to think for the Community. Poll is up. So cast your votes, guys. Now it looks like the Community knows. They know their stuff. They're smart. Actually says you don't see the correct answer here. You don't? What do you think is the correct answer? And don't say Forza Street. I'm already hurt. You were looking at it the wrong way. Took you ages. Yeah. That's the name of the game. Oh, somebody said Paul Ricard. Right. I think that one is also quite easy for you guys out there. So I will submit your answer. Everyone has answered, and it's Montreal.
Come the hell on. Can't you slip when I know it? Can't you slip?
No, it's like
What
Paul
did you
Ricard. Paul Ricard was quite cool. Jeddah has a few more edges, I would say. And what was the third one? Monaco. Yeah, it couldn't be Monaco because it didn't fit. No matter how often I tried the other way around. And I remember Montreal, then the Wall of Champions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Can't fit.
So it's my absolute favorite track to race.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
It's a cool track.
I love to race it. But the thing I would like to know is, what did you think when you said, I think I have it wrong? What did you think was the right answer then? Or do you just always say it when you lock in an answer?
I think René's spaced out.
Yeah, sorry. Once again, please.
You said you said I think it's wrong. What did you think was right at that moment?
When in this?
Yeah, in this question. Or did you just always say it?
Oh, did I say
busted.
that? Really?
Yeah.
No, I was sure that this time this should be Montreal.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right.
Moin, Chris. And we move
Jeddah
on.
was kind of the unknown for me.
Yeah.
We move on to the last two questions, and they are really hard. So get your brain cells working. This one is for 80 points. How many turns has the Kyalami GP layout? South African track. How many turns has it? Has it 13, 14, 16, or 17? The famous Moin Moin circuit. Yeah. That's the one. Screenshot is from Assetto Corsa, if you guys are asking.
Surprise.
Really awesome GT4 mod.
Okay,
How many points for this one?
80, I think.
That's like massive because you actually get back on me, right? With this one?
Only one of you two has submitted.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still not certain.
Oh! What about the quickfire thing?
Oh, it was the quickfire thing.
Yeah, but he didn't count anything down whatsoever, so... I try to go through, but the problem is... Oh, look in. My problem is, I don't get the first sector right in my head. Because my last Konami race is a while ago. So I thought I could just, like, run through.
Sorry, guys. I think I did a mistake forwarding this question to Rick. Because we have, like, 8, 12, 16, and 17 in the thingy there. But you guys already submitted, so that's okay. So just imagine that A is 13 and B is 14.
Okay, so if I'm quite honest, it's not a track that I know very good. I know it exists, and that's about it. So yeah.
It's such an awesome track, so much fun, and it should return to the F1 calendar in my eyes.
My thinking is, the guy that probably that built it or did a concept of it, he probably didn't want an uneven number of turns, because I would be that kind of person, being like, if the number of turns is uneven, it would OCD me. So I'd probably so yeah.
Yeah, sorry again for the to the chat for the wrong numbers in your poll, but you guessed C, 16, and I will submit that. Everyone has answered. Everybody got it right. So the community wins. Congrats. But we knew that before. So it's again the last question deciding whether René can win over Marvin again. Or did Marvin...
Yeah, he won last time because everyone got it wrong, and I thought I got it right. So, and he thought he got it right as well, which was funny as fuck.
All right. The last question for today, 100 points, is a really tricky one. A really tricky one.
I don't have enough advantage to fail this one. Problematic.
It's the fight of your life. The biggest decision in mankind's history. René or Marvin, who will be second in the second quiz night. Which British racing track can be seen here?
And we stick to the quickfire thing, okay? So we don't take like 20 minutes. Oh my god.
Is it A, Thruxton, B, Croft, C, Knockhill, or D, Caldwell? Who knows?
First off, do you have an idea, René?
There are basically 2.5 that I can eliminate immediately.
Ashley is for René.
I submitted.
Okay, so give me
18 seconds.
Okay.
It's Ashley's local track. Cool.
I submit as well.
We don't have the community poll yet. There it is. So let's get your answers coming. Whew.
Can you tell me where did you identify it from?
Wait, should I tell you or what?
Yeah, I submitted.
Okay, so Thruxton is a very high-speed, simplified course with not a lot of elevation changes. Like, not these steep drops, as far as I remember, because last time I drove Thruxton was the original Toka racing game, and we're not talking about Toka Race Driver. We're talking about the original Toka.
Yeah.
So it's a long time ago, so that's why I would eliminate Thruxton. Knockhill, I drove in Project Cars 2, and that has elevation changes, but it drops into chicane after the first straight, and it doesn't have the trees around it. It's basically like a big field, and the track is made in there. Besides the backstretch.
That's true.
Croft, to be honest, doesn't ring a bell. That was the unknown for me. But Catwell Park is a track that would fit in terms of where it is landscape-wise. And that's why I gave it to Catwell Park and eliminated Croft.
Oh, cool. Wi-Fi drop we had. Okay. No worries, Rick.
That's why I said 2.5 I can eliminate.
Cool.
Marvin, what was your answer?
Yeah, it was Catwell as well.
Community. At least if it's wrong, then we're both wrong.
Says Catwell as well. I'm submitting. There we go. And everybody got it right. All of those tracks are in Assetto Corsa, by the way.
Yep.
From mods.
You gotta be kidding me, René. You gotta be kidding me.
What did you expect?
And René does it again.
You cheat.
But everybody got 1,000 points. So, great job, guys. Great job.
Marvin is a loser. Marvin is a loser.
You're a cheater. Yeah, and you're a cheater.
Why?
Yeah, you cheated. I'm fairly certain. You know, we have to do an internal investigation on this, okay? Because he cannot lose. That's the thing, right? He cannot lose because he loses face. So that's why he goes out and he pays Joe to give him the answer.
No. I'm not getting paid anything for this job.
And then whenever he's close to losing, he just
Joe's lying, by the way. He gets paid for this job, guys.
Yeah, I'm getting paid.
Wait, you guys get paid? No.
Oh, we shouldn't have said that in front of Marvin. Damn.
That's bad. Yeah, but GG to everybody, getting over 1,000 points. And of course, GG to the community. You guys out there, you earned your next load of raffles. And we will raffle out 15 Steam gift cards now on Discord. Massive amount.
Massive.
Good job for you. Good job from you guys.
Yeah,
actually,
GG.
I thought your faith was never even fading. Come on.
And also, GG to René, of course, for second place. Yeah, 2 times in a row.
Congratulations to Yazil Tibak, our LFS maniac, Pedro Melin, Fixie Hartman, Clash at Decay, Eladir, Roland on the ropes, Pilot Max a third time, Bobby Racer, HD95 Racing, Colin Gambries, Jay, Face Julius Malema, Lizio Tistic and Nat.
You read it.
What? I read
Nothing. Nothing. Everything is
What did I read out?
alright. I'm
What did I
losing
read out?
it.
What did I do?
Yeah, one of the names was to fool you,
It got
and
him.
you read
Was
it.
Got him.
But it's okay. You don't have to read it again. Nothing you should
What?
say in a stream.
What did I do?
Yeah. Okay.
All
Now
right,
he
right,
saw
all
it.
right. I know,
Now
I
he
know
saw
I
it.
know what you mean. I know what you mean.
All the Germans out there know.
Yep. Now I get
Greetings
it.
to Fixie, real legend.
All right.
All right, guys.
Got me there. Sorry.
That's it. That was our second quiz night. I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah. It was suspense until the end.
As always.
Yeah, it was great beating Marvin again. Thanks.
Cheating,
Thanks
you
for the
mean.
opportunity
Cheating,
to
you
really make sure that all my teammates really feel my superiority every time.
Yeah. Well, don't fear him, guys. If he doesn't have the answers beforehand, he will lose. So don't worry. If you test his knowledge, he won't know shit.
I will do lights out for that. Lights out.
You knew it. It was so Quiz Night Gate, as we'll now call it in our internal investigation. You realized when he didn't do the quickfire round, he had to open the sheet, and probably Axel was lagging. So
And Axel was lagging.
how do
cheat
you
software.
feel? How
I
do you
mean,
feel
we're
winning?
using an overtake. We're using Microsoft Teams. Let's be real here. I would have delayed it then for 8 minutes to get what I need.
So the thing is, if I can be frank here, I keep taking L's on this channel, either in the
Sure.
Simric against a small fat old guy that never drives in a rig, that never drives in a rig. I L him, you know, I get an L against him, and then I get 2 L's against Renee. When does this ever end? When does this ever end?
It ends in the next quiz night because then you're going to be the host.
Yeah, it's great. The guy couldn't win. Now he's the host. He's like, how good can
that
his
will be
questions
forever
be?
your story. That's like Rosberg. He couldn't do it again, and that's why he had to leave. And everyone knew you could do this another 100 times, losing, but it's just too much.
Yeah, I'm unconvinced. So you know,
Yeah,
I'm just like,
our HR department said that's too much on your mental health, which is why you're now becoming the host.
I'm doing the Trump. I'm saying, you know, recount the votes and everything. So
I think it was all fair and square.
yeah, of course you
As
have
I'm
to
the
say
host.
that.
Yeah, but next time around, Marvin as the host, and I'm really looking forward to that, being first time
That
a
will be
player in the
perfect.
quiz, and secondly, getting surprised by your creativity and all the different questions. I'm
Marvin
really
will
looking
start
forward to
asking
that.
Oh, you
stuff
will
like
be surprised.
overtake internals. What's the third shirt I have in my closet?
How many SpongeBobs are on my SpongeBob shirt?
Yeah, something like that.
The yellow one.
The yellow one.
All right, that's it.
Right.
So thank you guys for participating. Thank you guys in the chat for participating and tuning in. See you next time around. Have a great evening and have a good one.
Tune in for Marvin selling all of his stuff because he's now so broken, heartbroken. Sell a rig, everything. The microphone you see there is up.
If only I had a rig.
You have a monitor stand.
I have. Please don't give him ideas.
Okay, bye guys. Bye bye.
Bye guys. Thank you for watching.
Thanks everyone.
So.
Na?